Thank you so much for being here. We are doing my 10 a.m. live. We talk about all things going live here. So feel free to come in, ask questions. Thank you so much for joining. So, again, we are going to get started in just a moment. I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions as we get started. Um, Let me set up my screens. I appreciate you all. Let's see. Hopefully, my sound is cooperating. Let's see if my sound is on. Do I have sound? Sound. I think I have sound. I do have sound. I always have to check to see on my other screen. So, you guys, I do have sound. So, hopefully, you guys are doing well. This is my 10 o'clock. So, we're going to talk all things going live. Let me know if there's any questions. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. So we'll get to talking and chatting in just a little bit. Um, Let me know if you have any questions. So we this will be a great live as you guys are coming in, and I'm gonna go over on the other page in just a little bit, and we are gonna get to talking and chatting over there, and let's see what I have. Okay, that's interesting. Um, So that's how that works. You can send super stickers. Okay. I hadn't seen what's in here. So that's how that works. Super stickers. And then there is, I'm looking at the information to see how you do different things. Um, and so that's how that works. Interesting. Oh, okay, okay. Interesting. And then memberships. And then I need to put a video. Hear me, see me, know me, grow me. Um, and then custom emojis to use. All right, got a little four. All right, and shout out your member. Okay, thank you so much for being here. How are you, friend? Hello, good morning. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you being here. I am I am looking at my new memberships. I have new memberships. I have super stickers, super chats. That just got activated yesterday, you all. So, and then there's the membership gifts that is waiting to be activated. So that has not been done yet, but that is waiting to be activated. So appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for saying hello, everybody. Welcome to the room. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up, that is free. Give me a thumbs up to say that you like the live. If you don't mind subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell to get notifications. So I am just getting started. I was actually looking at my screen and trying to get everything set up. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the thumbs up. Those who did that, I appreciate the support. So, again, this is my 10 a.m. live. We talk all things going live here. I want to see you guys grow and build your communities. I help with your brand identity. I help you with both social media platforms, both TikTok and YouTube. We're talking about how to go live, okay? So, let me know if there's any questions in the meantime. I'm going to go live in just a moment on the TikTok side of the house. So I'm going to go live over there. And so I appreciate you all being here as we get ready to go live. So thank you so much for the support. Again, this is my 10 a.m. live. And so if you are new here, I always say my newbies put new in the chat. So I know you're here. And then tell me where you're from. I'm from Florida, and I teach all things going live. I've been doing this for almost a year now. So show up twice a day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., helping you with your live stream, helping you understand primarily TikTok, but there are things here on YouTube that you also need to know you can leverage for your growth. All right, so let me know if there's questions, and then we're gonna go live. We are gonna go live in just a few moments. So I appreciate the support. And again, thumbs up if you are new here, and let me know if you have any questions as well. And we will get going in just a few minutes. And you guys can see where I now have the new features for memberships, as well as, like I said, the super chat and the super stickers as well. So that is in there, and that came because I've gotten over 3,000 watch hours, as well as over 500 subscribers. So I'm at well over 500, but the 3,000 watch hours, I just hit that as of Friday of this week. So today's Sunday. So really growing. It's consistency. It's the engagement. It's showing up. That is going to let you slowly start building, especially on these platforms. Your presence is needed, the dedication, the patience, but keep showing up, okay? So I do live streaming primarily. I am going to be making some content, long form videos. My main focus is live streaming. So you guys get opportunities to connect with me here as I live stream. All right. So appreciate all the support. We're gonna be in our growth season. We're gonna continue to grow, friends. All right. We are gonna go live on TikTok. And we will talk all things going live here. Excuse me. And really quickly, make sure you like the live. If you're sitting here watching, make sure you like the live. YouTube is different from TikTok. I don't know who you are until you tell me I'm here. So if you don't say anything, I have no clue you're over there. TikTok, you know everything. It's very transparent. You know who's in your room. So to like the live is just a quick and easy thumbs up. To subscribe to the channel, click the subscriber button. And then ultimately to get notifications of when I come back and go live again, it is clicking the bell. If you don't have TikTok, that's fine. You're learning quite a bit about just how you have a presence on these streams so that you can grow and build. All right. So that's the whole point. We want to have a strong presence. You want to be able to connect with your community. And so that's the whole point of this. So I want to make sure you guys know that. My moderator is the Idea Barista. She's going to come in shortly and connect with all of you. Definitely connect with her back if you have any questions. And then I also answer questions, but I'm happy to connect with you if you have any specific questions. Okay. All right. I didn't have my tea this morning, so my voice feels extra raspy. So I usually have a little tea in the morning to kind of get me going, but it's all good. All right, so give me 1 second. Getting my screen ready to go. All right, and we are live, TikTok live. Thank you so much for being here. We are going live. How to go live on TikTok. If you are curious on how to become a live host, come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. Feel free to connect with me, ask questions. Let me know if you want to go live, how to go live with confidence and ease. Thank you for joining. How are you today? Let me know if you have any questions as you're coming in. We're talking about how to go live, so feel free to ask questions. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about how to go live on TikTok, live streaming tips for beginners. If you're a beginner and you want to go live with confidence and ease, come in. We're talking how to go live. So this is all about live streaming. I say that clearly so the algorithm can pick it up. So TikTok live hosting tips. If you're new to going live, come in, learn, and grow. How you doing, Tommy? How are you, friend? Let me know if you have questions as you're coming in. We are talking all things going live, friends. Feel free to come in and ask questions. How to go live is what we're talking about. Feel free to come in. Let me know if you are curious about the process. I'm going to support you and help you grow as you're building your community. So I am live now. So if you are out there and looking, come in. We are just getting started. So come in, ask questions about the go live process, friends. Um, one second. Um, Thank you so much for being here. How you doing, friends? I am setting on my screen. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you are new to the live, say I'm new. Put it in the chat so I can say hi to you. Nara and Babe, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everybody coming in. Again, if you're new to the live, come in, ask questions. We're talking about how to go live. If you're new and you're a beginner, you're shy, you're scared, you're nervous, come in. We talk about all things going live. So feel free to come in and ask questions. Reggie Ron, how are you, friend? So come on in. Let me know if you have questions. My voice is a little raspy this morning, so feel free to come in, good friends. Let me know if everything is going well your way. Come in, ask those beginner questions. Come in, tap the screen, share the live out. Feel free to come in. Thank you so much, Veta Viet. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for that daily heart meet. Thank you for coming in. You know the ropes. You are not a beginner. Viet's daily lifts. Thank you so much for being here. Every headline has a history. We bring the receipts in 60 nonpartisan analysts analysis. I'm sorry. It got cut off for me, but thank you for the rose as well. So let me know. Do you go live? So I'm assuming you go live. Is that in your? I didn't see a day and time in your bio, so feel free to let me know if you go live as well. Thank you for being here. We just got started. I just turned on the live, so we'll get some more friends in. I'm not, but I have to take away that fear to go live. Ooh, that's what we talk about here. The fear of going live. Press the button. Press the button. You know, you'll see people come in. They're going to be in your chat coming and going. But what I will tell you is you got to treat going live like you're talking to your best friend, in which you are, because you said, I need help. You're talking to your best friend. When you're doing this, the person you see and love the most, you're talking to. So don't be afraid. It's one of those things where just go in, talk about your topic, have a conversation, and just keep going. And it sounds like from your bio, you have different topics you're going to bring to the live stream. So you just have notes and bring that up. Share that with your community. Hi, Moonflower. How you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Shelly, thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Appreciate you coming in as well. You're new. So we're going to get to talking about being new on these TikTok streets. I don't want you guys to be nervous, afraid, or shy. Come on in. You got it. Thanks. You said thanks, Doug. Appreciate you, friend. Have you ever done any of the lives yet? I'm assuming you have not. Like you haven't even pressed the button. So one thing you want to do is make sure you definitely have enough followers. So you want to make sure you have enough followers. I would say to get live access, that is. And so I would say press the button. You're gonna have to do a age verification because you have to be 18 years and older. And then there is a practice mode. So you could do practice mode and you can press that as well. Unique Boutique, how are you, friend? Welcome to the live. Thank you all. We're gonna get to tapping and sharing out the live. We got 2K taps that are showing up here. We'll see if we can get it up to 10K in 10 minutes. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. We're 5 minutes in. Did my first yesterday. It was fun. Hey, Mimi B. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Um, that's awesome. Shelly, awesome, awesome. I love to hear that. Did I hear you say 1K followers to use shop? 1K followers to is the TikTok Shop pilot program. You have to have over 1K actually. It's like they'll give you access, you'll get invited into the program with at least 1K followers. That's the minimum. But typically you get it around 1100, 1200, something like that. So, but yeah, so that's the pilot program. To get full unlimited access, you gotta have to have 5K followers. Those who are coming in, I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. Mimi B, appreciate you joining that fan club, friend. Thank you so much for giving that daily heart me. Like I said, if you're new to the room, feel free to say I'm new Moonflower, let me know if you have other questions. Hey, Suju, how are you, friend? Big Cheetah, you came in. Roberta as well. Thank you so much, friends, coming in, grabbing your daily harmony. Okay, Doc, okay, hold on. I'm going to do it one day this week and come back and let you know. Shivers. Okay. You got it. You got this. You got this. Just go live. You said, I'm new. I'm new. Who says so? I love that name. Who says so? Motivation with a mission. Training course to help you grow, build, and succeed. Come on in. So now I got a new live. So Big Cheetah, is this the new account? No, this is the old account. You have a new account, don't you? Only 1,000 followers for now. Okay. So have you tried to go live on it yet? Um, Moonflower, is program different than showcase in selling a few knitting products like I want to do? Why did why did you put quotes on program? What program? What program? Is program different than showcasing and selling a few? I don't understand the question, Moonflower. I don't understand. So program is what? TikTok shop. I said create. So did I say TikTok shop creator pilot program? Is that what you're referring to? The pilot program, TikTok program to be invited. Okay. So um, they're all under the TikTok shop umbrella. Okay. So think about TikTok shop umbrella. So let me break that down. Okay. I'm gonna break down what's under that umbrella. So TikTok shop. Thank you so much, friends. I see you guys. Let's see if we can get to the 10K by 10 minutes. TikTok shop program to be invited. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. Thank you for the shares on Written Unstoppable. I see you, Fred. Good morning. Good morning. Others coming in the room. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. Big Cheetah, keep me posted. So 1,000 followers, you're growing that second account, and you are going live. Alex, thank you for the comment as well and coming through. Dee Dee, thank you for being here. All that are here. So TikTok shop is probably going to be the conversation of the day because I know there was a few people who were asking and I had an inbox message too. So I probably will talk about it a little bit more extensively. If you are curious about it, let me know. If you're curious about how just to go live and basic tips, let me know that as well. Hey, Bonifal, how are you, friends? So Bonifal, let me I'm gonna answer Moonflower's question about TikTok shop. Let me answer that first, and I know you came in for a question. Her question was like, what's the difference between a creator network agency, which I have, which I am a creator network owner and manager. I help you go live, and the TikTok shop partners program. Okay, so that's a different program, Moonflower. So I'll talk about that. That's the agency side for TikTok. Mo, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Had a hard time joining. Um, what had a hard time joining what? Joining my live? Oh, I just started like 5 minutes ago. I haven't been on super long. One lady told me to stop TikTok until I get my shot because I'm not totally ready. Um, no, don't stop TikTok. Don't do that. I'm inspired by creativity and having inspirational ideas. Yeah, friend. No, don't stop because that's part of your growth. Don't stop. You need that growth. You need the practice of posting videos. You need all that stuff. So no, don't stop. You want to continue, and you want to continue to grow your following too, your connections. Yes, good to see you. Good to see you as well, friend. Sorry, you all. I did not have my tea this morning, so I'm struggling a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me answer Moonflower's question. If you guys don't mind tapping and sharing, we're at 5.5K. We hit the 10-minute mark, so we're a little behind, but that's okay. We're gonna keep tapping. We're gonna keep liking it alive. So if you don't mind liking, appreciate you all liking. Hey, Hallie Q, I see you as well. Thank you all. We got some newbies in the room, so I appreciate you all being here. We have people who are part of my agency as well. They're in the room. These are great live hosts, so you definitely want to connect with them. If you're not going live, this room is full of live hosts. Okay, I'm gonna say that. So if you're somebody who's sitting here is like, I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I'm trying to figure out, go along what the process is, you can interact with many of the people in this room and see how they do it. Many of them are still growing their communities and their lives are pretty unique. So look at people's bios. If you don't have a bio, make sure you have a bio, because people look at that and they gotta figure out who they want to connect with. Party with Charlie. How are you, friend? Wow, agency part. Okay, I'll keep you posted on the agency. I'm gonna get to the agency part in a second because I want to answer Bountiful's question as well. Okay, so here is Moonflower's question. She was asking about the TikTok Partners Program. I'm sorry, not the Partners Program, the pilot program. So, hey Luna. So imagine TikTok Shop umbrella. TikTok Shop is up here. TikTok Shop is a separate entity for TikTok, just like you have the live space, just like you have the content side, you have the shopping side. When you go to the home screen, you actually see shop. That's the shopping side of TikTok. Okay, so I just want to explain that. So that's TikTok Shop. How you doing, Gaines? Um, Thank you so much for being here. So you have TikTok Shop up here. Under TikTok Shop, you have the seller's side and you have the creator side. Okay, seller means, and here's my candle, y'all. Hey, vintage. Hey, gumbo. So here's my little example of the candle. If you are selling candles, if you're selling your scarves, if you're selling your jewelry, and it is your products, you made them, you made these candles, you can sell physical products in TikTok Shop for seller. You are a seller. You're setting up your shop because you have a shop on your profile. You're setting up your shop and you're adding your products that are your products that you will distribute and send to customers. You are sending those out. That's your shop. So you could be a seller. I have never been a seller. I don't know much about the seller process. I do hear that it's a little complex and a little convoluted, but just know that that is something you can do. All right. You have to have a business account for that, not a creator account, not the personal account, and then you can open up a seller account. Okay. So everyone, for the most part, thank you all who are following. Thank you all who are sharing and liking the live. Everybody, for the most part, on TikTok, when you look at your TikTok studio under your post side, you often see, when you're brand new, you see TikTok Shop for seller. Don't click that if that's not what you're trying to do. If you don't have your own products, you don't want to click that. That is not your program. You're trying to unlock the TikTok Shop for Creator program. Creator is you, me, us, who want to work with sellers, and maybe you want to sell and be an affiliate for them, so you can promote their candles, their neural gum, or their honey sticks, whatever you want to promote, their lipstick if you're in the beauty niche, if you're on the crocheting niche, their needles, their spin wheels, all that stuff. So that is called, thank you so much. You can't play with my yo-yo. How you doing, friend? That was a cute name. That was cute. Hello, Paris. How are you, friend? I hadn't read it. When I said, I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, yeah. Yes, I made the mistake clicking seller when I got an invite fixed now. Yep. Yep. So if you want to be an affiliate, that's called the affiliate program. You'll hear that term. You're a part of the affiliate program. If you want to be an affiliate and you want to promote a seller's products, because sellers can work with creators that they become their affiliate and they're promoting their products. So that's something else you can do. So seller creator program, two separate programs. All right. Didi, I have a showcase for TikTok Shop. Need to get started ASAP. So seller creator program. Creators have showcases. Sellers have shops. Okay. If you ever look at somebody's profile and you see that it says shop, that means they're a seller. If it says showcase, that means that they are an affiliate. All right. So they're a creator. They're on the creator side. So if you look at my page, I have a showcase. I'm not a seller. If you see other people, there's other people who are in my agencies. They have shops on their page because we do have sellers too. Hey, Coach Nan. Hello, friend. Thank you. Okay, so that's so TikTok Shop, seller, creator. Under the creator side, so I'm only going to talk about the creator side now because I don't, like I said, I don't do seller side. So I'm going to talk about the creator side. Under the creator side, TikTok has what's called the TikTok Creator Pilot Program, the Creator Pilot Program. So we're on the creator side. So the Creator Pilot Program is for your ability to kind of get your feet wet. You're not unlimited access to TikTok Shop. You have a limitation on how many videos you can do, shoppable videos, and you have a limitation on how many shoppable lives you can do. This is a live, so you can pin products and do shoppable lives. So there's a limit. It's a pilot program, kind of testing you out. All right. Hello, Mike. Others come in the room. I see you guys. I appreciate you. If you are new, let's get the chat going. Tell me you're new. We have some new and returning folks here. We're having a quick TikTok shop conversation because somebody asked the question. So I want to break it down for my newbies in the room. An affiliate is Stillwater business account because of the income. Say that again. An affiliate is Stillwater business account because of the income. I'm not sure what that means. Positive or creative. Are you promoting something? Let me know, friend. Man, I want to know how to go live, but I got church in a few moments. Well, look here, Mike. I go live twice a day. So this is my 10 o'clock live. I'll be back at 4. So if you want to go into my bio, my photo here, you can actually register for my live that's going to happen at 4 o'clock. So you can get a reminder. All right. And then you can also click the photo here. Mini profile pops up. Click my photo again. It takes you to my main page. You're still in the live. You'll hear me talking. Takes you to my main page. There's a bell in the top corner. Click that bell. That bell is when you'll get notifications for my posting my content as well as my live. Those who are following, I see you guys. I appreciate you coming in. Make sure you are liking the live. Tap the screen. Also, if you don't mind grabbing your daily heart, you can grab that as well. Thank you so much, everybody. I have not seen the flash goal, so we'll see if we get the flash goal from TikTok soon. He said, enjoy church. Yes, Mike, enjoy church. Welcome to the room. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you being here, friend. Okay, so I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., so you can't miss me. Um, so back to Creator. So we have the Creator Pilot Program, the Creator Pilot Program. You said I'll be back at 4. Awesome. Let's connect. Yes. And so with that program, as you go live, as you get invited into that program, it's not something where you just wake up and say, oh, I got 1,000 followers, I'm going to get in. TikTok has to invite you into the Creator Pilot Program. So you got to make sure you are telling TikTok you're interested in the program too. I won't allow a person to have their links on the videos if the account is not a business. Yes, that is true. Ish. No. No, I don't know what you mean by that. The creator, you are pinning products and you're adding links to products if you're doing shop. I'm just talking about shop right now. So for shop, you are pinning your product, which is a clickable link that takes you to that product. So it's for that reason, yes, you can have links on products. How long do you remain in the pilot program? You have to get um, for the TikTok live, you can get unlimited lives after you have gone live and you've done so many shoppable lives. Because you only get 3 a week. Weeks start on Monday, end on Sunday. You get 3 shoppable lives and 5 shoppable videos each week under the pilot program. So you can get invited to do unlimited lives after you've done so many lives. I think they make you do a quiz. You got to do a little bit of a training video, something like that, and then they'll say, okay, you got access to unlimited if you have under 5K followers. So again, we're talking about between 1,000 to 5,000 followers. If you have under 5,000 followers, you can get unlimited lives early. You get unlimited shoppable videos, the video part. I think they make you wait to 5K followers. I think that's the case. I've heard a few people say they got it early. I got it early, but I think that's when they were giving it out early. I think now they make you wait. But don't quote me on that. So that may be someone who gets both unlimited videos and shop lives early. Thank you so much. Others coming into the room. I see you guys. Thank you, my newbies. Come on in. Appreciate you all joining. Miss Louisiana, how you doing? Good morning. I see the stickers coming out, Gumbo. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate the support. Thank you all who are following. Lady Cole, you came in the room. Others who are new to me, say you're new to the chat. Shop business is when you make your own products. Yep, that's the seller side. Affiliate is still a business account. No, it's not. It can be it's a personal account. Is a personal account. So yeah. So Barbie on a budget, how you doing? Morning, Lady Cole. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Hope you talk about live preparation soon. Vintage bestie, I will. Finish that. This shop conversation. This is too early for me. I started the program with over 5K, so this is possible. I have unlimited lives and unlimited videos. Yep. Yep. So yes. So yeah. So you had 5K when you started. So yeah, they instantly gave you unlimited. The pilot program is for people who are under 5K. Yep. Yep. So that's what happened there. So because you started with over 5K, you were good to go. You didn't have to do the pilot program. If you are someone who has under 5K, they more than likely you'll get invited into the creator pilot program for TikTok Shop. Congratulations. Look at your Paris. Thank you all coming in. My other friends coming into the room. I appreciate you all joining. 33 Pearls and Gems. How you doing, friend? If I did not say hi to you, I apologize. I was talking. Welcome to my room. Feel free to put something in the chat. Make yourself known. Hey, Black Lotus. Black Lotus said, I'm here. I see you, Black Lotus. Um, you said, I know they want a lot of links on the videos if it's not put on as a business. Um, are we still talking about TikTok Shop, friend? Let me know if we're talking about TikTok Shop. If we're not talking about TikTok Shop, um, that is true if you're talking about just a link for a business for some other service. Like I'm a creator network. On my business account, I can put my application to my agency on my shop, on my videos. So I do have that access. Matter of fact, I just posted a video and added my apply now link. So that is true. Your business account, you can put certain links are approved. Not all, but certain links are approved. And especially if you have your own physical products you're talking about, you can link your products to those videos. If you are a creator and you're a personal account and you're doing this as a creator under the Creator TikTok Shop pilot program, you are linking products to your videos for your TikTok Shop. You are putting product links on those videos. That's exactly what you're doing. That's how you make a shoppable video. You're adding a link to that product. Okay, so that's what you do. Um, so yeah, I don't know if you're talking about something else. I just want to make sure we're clarifying that for the people who don't have shop and trying to figure out how to do it. Thank you. I'm trying to get more followers, but I have did some of the hacks, but still it's not going up. Hey friend, how you doing? Welcome to the room. I'm gonna give you some more information. You're new to my live, so I'm gonna give you some more information on how you can build your community. So we'll talk about that as well. Great to be here. Hey Doc, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Everybody coming in, definitely you want to make sure you're connecting. There's engagement that is happening now that you want to connect with other people. You don't spam. You don't spam a chat. What you do is you can click someone's photos, see the little at symbol at the bottom, and you can say, good morning, how you doing? Hello, new friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the populars. And so that's a good way to connect with people. Cotton Top, how are you, friend? Hey, Coach Nan. Yeah, so definitely connect. That's how you build your community, but you do it in an authentic way. You don't say scooped and gotcha and followed and all that stuff. That is inappropriate language, and TikTok will filter out those type of messages so people won't connect with you anyway, because if you overuse those type of words. So definitely connect with people. Thank you, Gumbo. You're connecting. Good job. Let's see, Luna, you are connected. Nice to see you here, Nan. Yes. Okay. So real quick, let me put a button on the shop conversation. So Moonflower, let me know if you understood the difference. Thank you for answering the question I have. I gotta grow quite a bit before I get in. Yes, you do. So you got to get to 1,000 or over 1,000 because it's not quite on the nose when it comes to getting that follower count. And then I do teach about how to get shop because you got to let the algorithm know you're interested, and you got to make sure your account is in good standing with your content side. Um, with the content side of things, as well as when it comes to your followers, because that's important. You cannot be following banned accounts. That inflates your numbers and makes it look like your numbers are higher than what they are, and that is not the case. So you got to remove those banned accounts. You're going to ask me, how do you remove the banned accounts? You go to your followers. You go to your followers on your profile. You click, or the following. You click that number. Then the screen pops up where you see all your followers and following and your friends. You type in the word user. When TikTok starts your account, you are a user with all the little numbers behind it. When you get your account taken away, they take you back to the user with all the numbers. So you want to make sure you type in the word user. Any account that does not have a photo, that has user with all the numbers, click it. Then you'll see their page and it'll say account banned. All right. So that's what you're going to do. User in the search bar. Thank you so much, Monica. Remove those banned accounts. And then how to remove them, you can either click the arrow in the top corner that remove this follower pops up, or you can go back to your list of followers following and just mark them red again. If you go down where it says friends or following, click that and it should turn them back red. So you're unfollowing them. All right. So that's what's happening. So let me know if there's questions. Thank you for the stickers. Thank you all for the shares. If you don't mind sharing, reposting, adding to story, if you click the arrow right here, that's how you do it. Okay, you can repost this live. It goes out to the FYP. If you click add to your stories, you add it to your story so people know, and then you can share it to any individual groups and others. Okay. Hey, Mossy Lou, appreciate you all. Thank you so much. That is engagement. That's how you get more support. That's free engagement on top of that. So you want people, I teach how to be a live host because those are things you want your community to do for you. Yes, I have to check that. Okay. Awesome, Coach Nan. What are we talking about today? Holly Q, I had gotten an early question, a couple early questions about TikTok Shop. So I was answering those questions. And so Moonflower, I think I explained it. So after you get to after you are in the pilot program, then you are in the full-blown affiliate program. You're kind of already in the affiliate program. You have unlimited and limited. So the pilot program is the limited, the limitation. Unlimited is like all of TikTok Shop. So that's what you get. Yep, I'm good. All right, friend. Thank you. Okay. Okay, yes. What does FYP stand for? The For You page, that was the original terminology. You'll hear people say the For You feed, FYF. So it's both For You page, For You feed, whichever one you want to use is fine. Um, so that's what that means. Wow. New here, just seeing you on FYP, see FYP, and learned how to remove banned accounts. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. And it was on time for me. I heard that, friend. So definitely you want to remove those banned accounts, guys. That and let me say this. You want to do this moving forward on a weekly basis. Just saying. Because TikTok is banning accounts all the time. So as you're looking to grow and get into new programs, TikTok Shop, creator rewards programs, I don't know, you just go in and remove them. Okay. As you grow, as you ascend, TikTok is removed. And personally, I'm gonna say this TikTok because if y'all listen to TikTok, I personally think you need to come up with a strategy just to remove them for people so we don't have to think about this. You said I cleaned mine today. And so because I don't think it's fair because we know they're removing accounts, but I guess the shock and awe of it is that if you come one day and you got 1,000 followers and you come the next day and they didn't screw up the accounts and moved all the banned accounts and you got 960, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what just happened? So I get it, but I think that's just part of the game. If you're gonna be here, you know those numbers are gonna fluctuate because TikTok is removing numbers. So it is what it is. You said the bots parts. Yeah, yeah. So I just think they should just remove them. I'm pro removing TikTok because it's just something else you got to think about and do. And there's a lot going on here. I just joined, so whenever you get a chance, please go over banned accounts again. Okay, time Toya, thank you so much for being here. Um, I do. You do it on Sundays. That's a good idea to come up with a schedule. How do you set live engagement? That's what my goal's asking. How do you set live engagement? Rich, I'm not sure what you mean by that. That's what your goal's asking. I'm not sure what that means, friend. Um, those band accounts get on my nerves. Didi, Didi, you've been removing them. That's funny. Yes, yeah, TikTok should do it. I agree with that, Gumbo. Also, unfollow a bunch to improve follower and following ratio. Yes. Ooh, ooh. See, Luna, you gonna make me see now. This is how we end up going into different conversations because we do need to talk about that, y'all. Because your ratios need to be right. I'm gonna pin her comment just so that you guys kind of soak that in a little bit because I'm gonna go back to that because I don't want you guys to be out here where you have been following and your follower, the max you can follow is 10,000. 10K that you can follow. Now, the sky's the limit on who follows you, but the most you can follow is 10K. those ratios need to be, you need to be following you need to be following a whole lot less than who are following you. If you look at some of the influencers, they're following less than 500 people, sometimes less than 100. Okay? Because it also helps to inform the algorithm, because there's a heading on your homepage that says following, and that feeds what you want to see. Well, ideally, you want to see topics that relate to your topics, influencers and creators that are aligned with what you do. And so keep that in mind. That is important to kind of make sure you pay attention to that ratio. All right. And sometimes you gotta unfollow people. You are, and I know people are like, well, wait a minute. I thought the point is to grow and you're connecting. Not unless you're trying to really hit certain milestones. And your milestones are 1K, 5K, 10K. So if you're not at those milestones, you gotta be strategic. Okay? Okay, so I'm cleaning up and followers and Sundays. Okay, going forward. There we go. OMG, I have so many. Oh, yes. Set a time. Yep. All right, friends. On my first live, I clicked every button there, and those three people had to think I was insane. That's okay. Gumbo, you keep doing it, friend. That's it. Don't worry about what the people think. So, you said that's before I keep it. You said that before. Keep it even. Keep it under. It's like this. Like, it ain't never even. Don't keep it even, because guess what? The max you can follow their following is 10K. What happens when you get to 15K, 20K for yourself in terms of who are following you? It'll never be even once you start growing to that point. So don't keep it even. You want to keep it lower. So I literally just said my following cleanup before I joined your live. Did you really? All right, all right. Thank you all. I see you all. I appreciate you all who are following me. I appreciate the support. We are talking about all things going live. I started this conversation talking about TikTok Shop. And I do have to finish my conversation for Bountiful. She had a separate question. So I'm going to go back to the whole band accounts in a second. I'm also at my max, I understand. Yep, there we go, friend. Um, you provide the best help. Oh, thank you, friend. I appreciate it. Okay, Bountiful, are you still with me, friend? Let me know if you're still with me. I'm going to talk about the Creator Network agencies. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. You said for the patience. Yes, yes. Appreciate you, Kim Love Jones. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate the support. Thank you for your support and patience with me. You're so welcome, friend. You said I'm here. Okay, so TikTok Shop does have agency support. It's called the TikTok Shop Partners Program. When you go to your TikTok Shop account, so go into your TikTok Shop for creators, go to the toolkit, click the arrow to get to the screen with all the toolkit items, scroll all the way down, and you'll see the TikTok Shop Partners Program. So it might just say Partners Program, but look at that. That is like a top, I think it's like a top 15, 20 list of partners. There are other shop agencies. Here's the thing about Shop. Shop is its own separate entity, just like Live is. Now, Live, you can do shoppable lives, don't get me wrong. It's a subset of going live. Um, but Shop requires, with those partners programs, first of all, it's a commission-based program. So shop agencies set their commission. They take a cut of your commission that you get for a sale. They take a percentage of that. You got to know what you're looking at, know what their contract is, and decide if you want to have a partners program. Now, they take a commission of that. You ask, why don't agencies do it? Is because our program is under the Creator Network program where we don't take a commission. It is part of how TikTok pays us. TikTok pays you and TikTok pays us. TikTok gives us part of their percentage. You don't give anything for the agency. TikTok gives you part of the gifting that happens in your life, and you get a percentage of that through your relationship with TikTok, and then TikTok gives us a percentage through our relationship with TikTok. So that's how that works. So when it comes to those TikTok Shop Partners program, their contract actually says, because you're partnering with me, I will get whatever percentage that they set from your sales. Okay? And so those are two separate programs. It's a little murky and muddy to be an agency here for the creator side and do the shop side too. So if I was ever to do that, I would have to have a different arm to my agency. I would not have them commingled. I would separate them because those are two separate contracts. And people would know, okay, I'm on the shop side, here's what I'm getting for shop. I'm on the live side, here's what I'm getting for live. Two separate contracts. So a lot of agencies don't do it just because of how messy it is. All right. So that's part of it. The other part is, oh, I see, I didn't realize they are separate. They're two separate programs. Yes. They're two separate programs. And if I'm in here telling you guys I don't take money from you, and then I'm over here on shops, I'm like, hey, I do get a commission, y'all. So again, it's a little murky. You can do it, don't get me wrong. And I think there are a few agencies, not many, but there are some agencies that have both both parts that they're doing. Okay, both programs. Um, and so, and again, I think they probably have it as a different naming convention. They'll say, okay, the Creator Network is over here, and then here's where we're at for the TikTok Shop Partners program. Okay. Hey, DD, question: what's the name of your agency? Launch Your Income Agency. Yeah. So if you in my name here, um, I'll talk about my agency in a second. So we should have different accounts for each. In a perfect world, you should. And I know early on, thank you for saying that. That's a good point. Early on, they were saying that you could not have on the same account a creator network and a TikTok shop agency, the partners program. You had to have separate accounts, and one could be a shop account and you can be with the partners program, and the other one can be your creator network. I don't know if they still do that. I do believe so, because again, they're two separate programs. So I don't think you can be under both of them anyway. You would have to have a separate account, a shop page. I do have a shop page. I was with the TikTok shop partners agency. I'm no longer with that agency, but I was with one. So that's how I know about the differences. So which programs are best for those who have their own products? If you're a seller, I don't know if there's a seller program out there. I don't think there is. I'm not on the seller side, so I don't know about the seller side. So if you're a seller, you would probably need to go to the seller um, academy, the seller information page, and just see if there's a program for sellers. But I don't know if there is. I heard the seller stuff is kind of convoluted. How to set the time for the live? Is that what you mean, live event? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to give me a little bit of time for that. Rich, I'll answer that. Creator network agencies cannot help with shop live violations. So let me explain that. The answer is no. So the short answer is no. Linda's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. What about digital products? That's Service Plus. We could talk about that too. That's a different program. Um, so the answer to your question, Bountiful, the short answer is no. Creator networks don't see your live information, your shop information. We don't get notifications about it. We don't see it. So we can't support that because we don't get access to it. You come back and tell us you got it, and I can tell you, oh, here's some things you should do and think about. And let me say this to everybody in the room. Whenever you get a restriction or a violation, you have to you have to appeal it first. The agency can't support you until you take that first step. So always know you need to appeal any violations. We can't do anything for you until you've taken that first step. Okay? So everybody I've ever worked with that gotten in, I know there's a few people in the room, I always tell you go appeal it. And then let me know when you appeal it, and then I can go back. Because the first step, most times, from the creator network side, from the agency side, from the live side, most times when you get the first one, unless it was like really, really egregious, they approve it and they'll lift the violation. Most times, not all the time, but most times they will. So you do want to appeal it first because it might be a non-issue once you appeal it, and then you can have the agency step in on your behalf if it doesn't get approved. But you got to appeal it first. When it comes to shop side, it's actually the reverse. A lot of times they do not approve those appeals because you're now talking about, you are advertising that product, you are talking about that product. Whatever you did is kind of governed by the FCC and how you communicate. So think about false advertising. So you got to be careful about what you do when you're talking about products. So when you get violations, those violations typically do stand and they don't reverse them. Not often. I mean, I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but most times than not, you don't get a turnover. So I will say that too. Um, so yeah, so just keep that in mind. Yes, okay. Thank you for the support. You are welcome, friend. You are so welcome. Not a problem. I'm gonna catch up on a few comments. I appreciate you guys. What about the service and coaching workshops, etc.? Services. Terry, give me 1 second. What did you mean by that? Let me know what you meant by that. The services, coaching workshops. What did you mean by that, friend? Tell me what you meant. Um, You said here to learn what I can. Appreciate your friend. That's why I'm having a hard time setting up shop. Is because I'm using the seller setup. Yes, you gotta in your seller page. you gotta close that shop if you've gone through the process. How do you get those letters above your head and the line? That's a board. That's a board. When you start your live, you're gonna click the settings screen. Click under there, and there's boards. There's a plus mark in the corner. Write your words. Make sure the words don't have TikTok or any social media. No websites, as well as no pricing, and no personal information. So be careful because those will cause a restriction or suppress your views. So you gotta be careful what you put on the boards. Okay. Thank you so much, Robin. How are you, friend? I see you, D. I'm nervous about TikTok Shop, unfortunately. I'll give it a try. Just be brave. Just be brave, friend. You got this. Good morning, Conquering Walls Counseling. Good morning, friend. Thank you so much. You said I had a real mess going on with Shop Live violation, and we'll say TikTok support was very helpful. Okay, that's good. That's good. So TikTok support helped you. That's good. Um, and was that on the shop side, or did you just go 3 lines in the top corner of your profile page? Um, Let me know what you did, Bountiful. Please tell. I'm sure everybody can learn from it. Oh, I wasn't selling. Gumbo, you said I wasn't selling anything on the live. What happened? I might have missed your first comment. How do you get those? Okay, that's letters. So I think I caught up, friends. That's why I'm having a hard time setting up shop. Okay, yeah, I think I caught up. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if there's other questions. Good morning. Good morning. I can't be that can't be offered. Hold on, Terry. Let me click something. I'm gonna click and see if I can see some of your other comments. What about service coaching and workshops? You said that if we offer services, how do we offer those services in this platform? Okay, that is Service Plus, but let me get to that. It can be that can be offered in a TikTok shop. Okay, Terry, I got you. I caught up on your series of questions. You guys know, let me say this real quick. The reason why I caught up on her series of questions is that I clicked her photo. There's a profile that pops up in the top corner. It says sent for comments. I click that, and then I can drill down her comments she sent. I think they give you the last 10. So I was able to look at her series of questions. Okay, so I got you. So I caught up on your specific questions because I wasn't sure what you were asking me. All right. So okay, so Bountiful, real quick, let me close out TikTok Shop. I'm gonna close the door on TikTok Shop. Are you good? Did I explain that enough for you? I do need to talk about my own agency, my Creator Network agency. I'll talk about that in a second, but I wanna talk about Service Plus. I'm gonna talk about that first, and then that'll probably be a nice segue to the agency stuff. But Bountiful, let me know. You said what is a live buddy? A live buddy typically is when you have a co-host and someone sitting in your box, or if you have, I think she's referring to having somebody come in your live with you, so you have a co-host or a guest. So that's what they mean, to kind of help you go live. Yes, I'm good. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Appreciate that. Let me know if there's any other questions about shop. Let me just say this. If you do the TikTok Shop Partners Program, be very clear about what you're looking for from that agency, from the shop side. Because, first of all, many of those agencies don't necessarily help you as a freshly new TikTok Shop affiliate. They expect for you to know how to, you know, add a link to make it a shoppable video, add a product link. They expect for you to know how to set up your showcase and put products in your show. So those early things, they expect for you to know that. So if you don't know how to do the basics, there's training videos under TikTok Shop. You can go in, review those videos, kind of go through the tutorial things that they have available for you before you set up with an agency. Because again, those beginner steps in getting started, they don't train that way. They expect for you to already have the basics down, and then you're coming in and you're now looking for their support with maybe getting samples or understanding some strategy with how you will post videos, and there's some other things that they'll offer, but typically not the bare bone basics. Okay. Absolutely. I watch tutorial videos for TikTok Shop. Yep. That's it. You got to watch those videos. Shop is a thing, guys. I don't want you guys to go in this thinking like, oh, well, I'll just show a product and that'll be good. No, you just heard Bountiful talking about our violations. You got to be careful. I got violations, and I've done shop for a minute, but I was getting violations. You'll say something and you're like, ooh, and then you can't take it back. So you got to be careful about what you say, how you say it. You got to be careful about what you put on in terms of your shoppable videos. So you got to be careful, okay? Because you're advertising a product. So I don't want you guys to get there and think like it's a cakewalk. It is not. You got to learn. You got to stay dialed in, okay? I thought you were going to church. Oh, you said I thought I was going to church. No, Mike said he was going to church. I went. Mike went to church. Do you have to be consistently going live to get more views? Yes. That's absolutely yes. Yes. My bad. No problem. I'm in church too, watching it online today. Look at you, Frank. Alexandra, yes. That is a flat out yes. I don't mince words when I say that, but yes. If you are not going live enough, you will not get views and get pushed out. You gotta have some consistency. Okay, so I will say that. So that is absolute. Starting talking about live and use terms I shouldn't have yapping. Yep, that's it. That's how you got the violation for shop. Yeah, and shop. Let me be clear. When you turn on that shopping cart, TikTok is like, okay, it's on. You need to be promoting these products. Don't be talking about what you ate last night and you got this lipstick showing. Don't be talking about what you going on your vacation and you sitting up here showing these vitamins and stuff. Okay. So you need to make sure, now you can story tell, don't get me wrong, but you need to make sure you're talking about that product that's pinned. All right. Because if you go down a rabbit's hole and go a certain direction and you got this product pin and you ain't showing the product, ain't talking about the product, TikTok will quickly say irrelevant product demonstration. That's a violation. Okay? And you go back and look at that video and be like, yeah, I wasn't talking about the product. So that's what I'm saying. When shop turns on, that card is on, and you're pinning products, be mindful of what you're doing and saying. All right? My husband going to church right now. Woke up late. Okay, friend. How do you know if you have a violation? Hey Redbone, how are you, friend? You'll know. You'll know. You'll know. They're gonna send you a notification on your screen, and they will send you. Um, they'll send you an inbox message too, and then for shop or for live. So for both places, they send you an inbox message. Um, Shop, you actually probably got to go over to the shop side though and drill down a little bit, but you get a notification. Yeah. Any tips on being in live without anyone watching? Okay, let me go to live. Okay, y'all, I'm done with shop. I'm closing the door on shop. So if you guys want me to talk about it at the 4 o'clock, I'll probably pick it up there. But I'm gonna close the door on shop, and we're gonna talk about live. Okay, we're gonna talk about the live side. I see you guys. I appreciate you guys. Tips on you said tips on being in live without nobody watching. Yes. Somebody's comment got filtered. So if I don't see your comment, it was an accident because TikTok filtered the comment. So rewrite it if you think I passed it already. Can you talk about all the products that you have? Can you, you're saying in general, Jessica, yes, you can talk about all products that you have. Yeah. But you want the ones that you pin, those are the ones that you got to specifically talk about and show. But yeah, you can talk about stuff. How long should the lives be at a minimum when you're starting out? Okay, that's a great question. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna circle back to that one. So they want you to push the product. What's the difference in the money? It depends on what the commission is for the product. Every product is different. So you'll see what your earnings could be per product, and depending on what you have in your showcase, what you're selling, you'll get a commission for that if you sell it. What are some live violations new here? Um, follow for follow. You gotta be careful with that. Pushing people off the platform. That's another. Those are restrictions. Those are actual. There's a difference between restrictions and violations. Violations are like um, gambling. nudity. Those are violations. Fraud, scam, age restriction because you have to be a certain age. Yes, those are true violations. Trade commissions because you're sharing products that have that are not yours, that are like designer products or something like that. I've seen that one recently. So you gotta be careful about what you're doing. I think there's a few others similar to that type of language. Pushing people off the platform is a restriction. Those are restrictions. Those are like a timeout in your live, but it's not a true violation. Violation is a suspension, meaning that you actually have to sit out for a few days. You can't go live. Pushing people off the platform is a restriction, meaning that you are, when you're on TikTok, TikTok's jealous. I say that all the time. I jokingly say that, but it's true. They don't like you talking about other stuff that is not related to TikTok. So when you are pushing people off the platform, meaning that you're sending them other places, and they don't like that. So you got to be careful when you have a website. And so Terry asked the question. I'm going to circle back to her question in a second. She was asking about how do you talk about products that are services, coaching, your consultations that are not physical products that you wouldn't have a shopping cart for. So she was asking that question. That is Service Plus. Terry, let me know you're still here, friend. Put in the chat. How do you pin products? It's under the shopping cart. The shopping cart you'll see when you click, when you add a product to the shopping cart, you see the word pin. You pin it, and that's how it shows up on the screen. Decreased my following. Should I continue decreasing the number? Yes, ma'am. I would. You're about even. I would try to get you under about 2K. Yeah, so your ratio is a little lower. Um, 30 minutes. Okay, friend. What's the 30 minutes for, DD? How do so I think I'm almost caught up. I'm gonna get started on the other stuff. So let's see. Do you have to worry about what music you have playing? Yeah, you want to make sure it's not inappropriate language and stuff. But yeah, yeah, just be mindful of what you're playing. So the short answer is yes. Just be careful about what you're playing. You said, I'm a 24-year-old author. I have a published book on financial literacy. Please support. Welcome to the room, friend. What about cursing? Yeah, definitely want to be careful about overuse of cursing and stuff. So yeah, definitely turn on your audience control. If you turn on your audience control, you should be okay. And your content disclosure, those two features, turn those on. You guys are going to ask me where those features found. It's under settings before you go live. Under settings, scroll down, middle of the screen is audience control. That means that if you turn that on, you got to be 18 years and older to be in your live. If you're selling products, if you are talking about something a little bit more mature in nature, um, trauma, health concerns, that type of stuff, turn it on. Okay. Turn on your content disclosures, scroll all the way down, click on content disclosure, click the button that says your own brand so you can talk about your personal brand. What is something that you're sharing? Maybe it's, again, something that is personal to you and mature in nature. So you want to turn that on. If you're selling something or talking about products, turn it on as well. Pushing people off the platform, what do you mean? Again, going to someone else's website, going to your website or sharing some other place to go to. TikTok is usually a little sensitive about that. How many followers do I need to get to go live? WGG, you need at least 50 and you need a blue box. Those in my room who don't have a blue box, you want, oh, I didn't mean to send an invite. Don't accept. Thank you so much for the gifts. I apologize. I was frazzled, but thank you. I was like, don't accept it because you're scrolling. You hit invite by accident, so be careful with that too. There's a certain words that live hosts avoid. Is that a list of words? No, there's no list. You kind of learn by doing. You see other live hosts, they'll spell out LINK because they don't want to make it sound like they're pushing people off the platform. They'll sometimes spell bio. I think those are words that have been overused. I say link in bio, I say stuff like that, but I don't try to overuse them in my live. So just be careful. If I feel like I'm saying it too much, I'll pull up because I'm like, okay, they're gonna feel like I'm doing something. So I try to make sure that the algorithm is not misunderstanding what I'm saying, So I try to use acronyms when I'm talking about the other platforms, the YT, YouTube, FB, Facebook, IG, Instagram. So I try not to say those words all the time. I'll use the initials. So that's my way of doing it. And you'll hear people spell stuff, use initials too. I did a battle because the network wanted it the next day, so viewers on my hosting line. Evelyn, thank you so much. What do you mean, friend? You're saying create a network you were in, you did a battle. What does that mean, friend? You did a battle and it didn't work. Just following content guidelines, y'all. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Make sure you follow the look at the community guidelines. Yes. Doc, how do you pick a topic to start off with going live? Well, you find something that's your niche. I'm looking at your bio. You talk about history. So you would talk about the stuff that matters to you and to your audience. What is a battle? It's a match, it's a gameplay. When the boxing gloves, you're going head to head with another creator, another co-host, or host. You're going to click the co-host feature, another host, and that person and you are competing for the most points because your audience is liking your live. Thank you so much. They're liking the live. They're sending gifts. Thank you so much for that. And then they are also commenting. So that's how you get points. Okay. And so you don't it's kind of, you lose if you don't get the most points. You lose, but you still gain the gifts and the engagement that you got. So I think it confused the analytics. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Running is a blessing. Are you in the room, friend? I see you, friend. Somebody said hi to you. Running is a blessing. Say hello, friend. Hello, Bloom. How are you? Leanne, I think I saw you come in. Is it okay to do giveaways um, online? No. You gotta be careful about doing that. You can do what they call loveaways. They don't say giveaways, and you can do them for shop. There's a special way you have to do them in shop, but be careful. Any tips on understanding the algorithm? Give me 1 second, Benny. Is it okay to so let me talk about Service Plus real quick, okay? Because I want to make sure I answered Terry's question. Like I didn't get any normal traffic on my live. Okay, love away. Yep, it's kind of it's a giveaway, but you don't say giveaway. So you say, I just want to love this away. So that's what people say. Okay, what is the fan club hearts keeps popping up? That is, thank you so much. Thank you, Bountiful. That is where people become part of your community. All right. Give me a second because I want to talk about engagement. I want to talk about watch time, how long your live should be, how to get new followers. I want to talk about that, more views, because I think you guys are asking those questions and all great questions. I was talking about some of the mechanical stuffs too, mechanics in the live stream in terms of how you leverage shop and Service Plus agencies, that stuff. So I talked about that early because people asked, but the questions you guys are asking are great beginner questions. So I'm gonna go back in a second. I'm gonna circle back to the beginner questions, but these are all great questions. Thank you all. Definitely continue to connect. Mrs. Treetop, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Great questions. Continue to engage as you see people are growing their community. They're connecting with people. So you do that as a new person. When you're coming into a live, do it respectfully. Don't say scooped and gotcha and all this other stuff. Say hello, how you doing? Good morning. New friend, how are you? Those are things that you do that are genuine, authentic connections. So try practicing that because I don't want you guys to be sitting back. Lives are an interactive experience. You are not watching television. All right. I said, this ain't TV. We got a sticker for that. So just know when you come in someone's live, you are engaging. And ultimately, if you are an engager and you are connecting with engaging people, they will come to your live and engage with your live. So that's like the number one rule. You cannot sit back and be a bystander, just watching. Okay? Because if you want to go live and you want to build community, then you have to be someone that is actually engaging. All right? I'm New York. But in North Carolina now. Oh, look at you, Coach Nan. Love that. Hello, everyone. I'm curious about kind of content do you create? I'm curious about what kind of content do you post and create? You post stuff that's based on your interests. Based on your interest. If you have a topic, give me a second because I want to kind of normalize that a little bit more because I think that's the second time that question's come up because I want to make sure you guys understand that at the end of the day, you're posting something that you're interested in, you're connected, you're passionate about, you're knowledgeable about. You're posting based on that. Um, you can post for trends too. That's totally fine if you want to do that approach. The point is you're posting content that's going to resonate with your audience. So the goal is that you really do know your audience. You know who you're trying to attract to your page, to your live stream, so that ultimately those people will become fans. They will support you. You will go to their lives because that's something you're interested and passionate with about as well. So you're bringing people into your live circle, to your page, because there's a something that you both have a common interest in. So that's what you want to do. You want to be intentional about your content in that way. How long do your videos last when you post? They don't go away. Is that what you mean? Your your videos on your page. If you put them in your story, that little your little face area up there, that's called the story with that plus mark. When you put them in there, that's 24 hours. Um, how do you do faceless? I'll talk about faceless in a second. I'm not a it depends on what you're doing in your life. If you're doing what I'm doing, I'm not a proponent of faceless. I think people need to know, like, and trust you. This is the first time I'm hearing about Service Plus. Okay, Service Plus. Service Plus. Let's go. Let's go Service Plus. And then I'll catch up on comments in a second. Service Plus. Service Plus is for you all. You guys see a little yellow arrow. Okay? If I'm on my backup account, you see that yellow arrow right there. That little yellow with the arrow popping up. That is Service Plus. You can set that up. And Terry, let me know if you're still in the room. You can set that up. Uh-oh, TikTok gave me a puzzle. All right, so you can set that up so that it can be where your viewers know a little bit about the services you offer. So you can create a service bio, and then you can create 3 questions, up to 3 questions that have kind of almost like a FAQ. So you have a question that you want your viewers to ask you, and then you give them an answer. So when they see that, if you click My Service Plus here, you'll see the 3 questions. You can click one of those questions, and then it's going to go to my inbox, and it's going to go to your inbox. Like, you inbox me that question, you're going to get a quick answer. All right. What I typically do is I follow up with an answer when people click My Service Plus. I follow up with how you can get to my web page with my information. So it's my stand. So my stand is not on my page here. That's a whole different conversation. We'll talk about that in another day. But it's not here right now. I moved it to my agency page. So my agency page has my stand store in it. It has the application to the agency. Agency Creator Network programs are free. I haven't talked about that yet, but they are free programs. So it has the application to the Creator Network agency. It's there in my stand store along with my other services. I do one-on-one consultations. I do coaching packages. I have some digital solutions for you. So all that is there in my stand store. So Service Plus also allows you to pin your Service Plus, like a 30-second message to your community. And I usually pin, like, if you want one-on-one consultations, I pin that so people can click that and then they can ask questions that way in my inbox. So this is another way for you to get your community to engage. So Service Plus is really helpful if you're looking at ways to kind of share what you offer as you're talking in your live stream. People are learning about your services. Hey, Glam, they're learning about your services. They're learning about what you offer, and these are ways that you can kind of put that in front of them. Okay, and so this Service Plus note card that I just pinned, you can repin it every 3 minutes. All right. So just know, and then anyone who comes into my live, they see that message now. So they can click that. If they're here, they're learning, they're growing, they want to get additional support and service, they can click that and inbox me. How do you qualify to use Service Plus? Service Plus is everyone's qualified for it, whether you're a business account or a personal account. Here's the deal though, because I want you guys to hear me clearly. It does have services that are for business accounts, and for you to use them, you will switch to business. So be careful as you do Service Plus. If you're like, oh, I want to do the contact form, that contact lead form, it says it clearly. Like, hey, if you do this form, we're going to switch your account to business. So make sure that you're trying to switch to business. Otherwise, don't do that particular form. Okay, so I would caution you in that way because people have done it and they have now disqualified themselves for some of the other creator personal account creator programs like the Creator Rewards program, or if you're trying to do TikTok Shop for Creator and you want to be on that side, you're now a business, so you can't, you got to be careful about what you're trying to do. If your services are fee-based, does TikTok take a percentage? Um, well, TikTok does also offer what's called a video course feature. In that video course feature, TikTok takes a percentage of that. I think it's like 50%, but you could decide how you want to set your pricing. So that's totally up to you in terms of what you do for setting your pricing. Hey Monica, how are you doing, friend? But I would say to you, anything you do with Service Plus, well, no, I shouldn't say that. Your video course, that video course feature, if you're creating a video course, I would almost tell you create a course that is like a gateway course. Think of it as a mini course because, like for me, I'm meeting with a lot of beginners. I haven't done it yet. I haven't finalized it, but I'm thinking about creating a mini course for beginners. Just some real core essential things that you need to do. So then, if you want more guidance, more support, then you'll schedule a consultation. You'll schedule coaching. You'll do the other things. But I don't want that mini course to be just all of what you're gonna get from me. It's a mini. Okay, so be strategic about how you set that up, so that again it's not something where you're like, okay, well, they just got this little teaser. Now, now they're not doing my other stuff. Or if you gave them everything, then they won't do your other stuff. You got me? Yes. So the video courses, yes. So keep it in mind. That's something that is there for you. Keep that in mind. You said this is extremely helpful. You're welcome, friend. Um, how long should you go live and how often? Kristen said, get back to the live talking. Hello, friends. My conversation was a little bit advanced. It was advanced, so I appreciate you trying to get me back. I'm gonna get back, friend. Give me 1 second. Our video course is part of Service Plus, and can you do that with a regular non-business account? Yes, yes, doctor. Yes, it's part of Service Plus. You should be able to do video courses without being a business account. You can do it as a personal account. You have to get invited into Service Plus too. They have to accept your application based on what you're saying you want to do. So I do think they do accept most people, but just keep that in mind. Depending on what you're doing, they'll determine if they accept you into the program or not. So that is part of it too. I posted my 3 videos for refundable samples, but it still asks me to post if I apply for more. Oh, I don't, you know what? I've never done a refundable sample. I've never done it. So well, let me take that back. Refundable samples, I take that back. What you just said, you said refundable samples. Refundable samples is based on you getting a sale. So even though you post a video, you got to get sales for those that stuff to get your refund. So just keep that in mind. And I think they do have some other requirements that they want you to do, like post multiple videos, but you got to get sales to get your refund. Is there a way to make the Service Plus stay up longer than 60 seconds? Is actually 30 seconds. And no. No. It's only 30 seconds. Yeah. So no. And then like you can wait 3 minutes and repin it. And the way Service Plus will train you is that they actually do say to do that. Like you're talking in between, you're sharing your information, new people are coming in, grabbing your daily heartbeat, you're having this like intense conversation and stuff. And then it's like, okay, circle back, pin your product, pin it again, so people who are new can see it. So yeah, that's kind of a strategy that they have in play. Hopefully they do extend it in the future. If you're set up as a business account, does TikTok give 10 for taxes if you sell digital products? No, unless it's the video course. Maybe for the video course, you'll get a 1099 based on your sales for that. But no, because beyond that, any sales you get is on you. You're not getting money from TikTok. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bountiful. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, friend. No, I'm not trying to get back on track. I love everything you were talking about. You're welcome, friend. Thank you for that. How did you make that background? The lights. This is my thing. See my hand? This is just a light. It's in my showcase. It's called the sunset lamp. It's like a little lamp here. See this little lamp? I'll turn my computer so you guys can see it. My stand. It's right here. And it's pointing towards my little plant. That's it. So you guys can get in my showcase. To get to my showcase, I'm not going to pin it. But to get to my showcase, if you go and click my photo here, my mini profile pops up. Right in the bottom, it says Dr. Lisa's Showcase. So you can click that to do it. You say, I love that. Yes, thank you. Oh, wow, very nice. It's really affordable too. So definitely, if you want to grab it, it's in the showcase. So I would say grab it. I think it's free shipping. I think it's like $12 in free shipping. If your account is already set up as a business, can you switch to personal? Yes. Go to your three lines on your profile page, three lines, those hamburger lines on your profile page, and click that. Go to settings and privacy. The first option is account. If your account says switch to personal, switch to business, do the opposite. So if you're trying to, if your business account is going to say switch to personal, and that's how you switch. So yeah, that's how you would do it. You said that's some good projection. You sell the same one. You sell the same one, or is it the different one? Is it a different one you sell? No, it's that one. It's that one. Yeah. So yeah, that's in there. Yep. So go ahead and grab it if you guys want it. And then I have a clip-on light. So the other thing that's in my showcase is this clip-on light. I'll show it to you guys real quick. This light. So that's giving me that upper light. See how it shines? So there. So that's sitting there on top of my tablet. Yep. So you say, yeah, hey, Dr. J, where the showcase to get to? If you click my photo here, my mini profile is going to pop up. If you click my photo again, oh no, don't click well, you can click my photo again. My showcase is in my profile bio too. So if you, on my profile page, you see showcase, but if you can get to it while you're in the live. So click my photo once, my profile here, at the bottom it says Dr. Lisa's Launch Your Income Showcase. Yeah, so that's how it says it. And then if you go to my profile, you'll see my showcase as well. All right. All right, friends. Let's talk about engagement, and let's talk about newbie questions that I saw come in. Um, so let's talk about some of that. I might have missed some questions. If you guys want to rewrite your question, if you did not hear me read it, I know there was some up higher. Thank you, Glam. See you, friend. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, Star. Appreciate that. Um, Let me know if I missed a question and you're like, oh, Doc, I didn't hear you say my question. Um, so yeah. Oh, so how did you put the super fan on your pick at the top? How did I put the super fan on your pick at the top? I don't know what you're referring to. Super fans are here. It's in the middle. That's the super fan section. I'm not sure what you're saying. On my picture, my picture has my agency name on. I'm not sure what you meant. Boards and words to use, not to use. You can't. So for boards, you can't put TikTok or any social media. You can't put a website. You can't put pricing. You can't put names. Try to avoid your name or any names. So those are the things that you want to avoid for boards. When you're in your live, you can turn them on and off, but you have to create the board before you start the live. And you said that how do you start conference when you first start going live? Let me go there. Press your notification bell. T. Yes, to get notification when I go live. Yes, when you go to my profile, click the notification, and then also click the live notification here too. Can you put discount codes on stickers? Um, Possibly. I mean, you're just talking about words. Yeah. So as long as it's not, yeah, pricing looking like with the dollar sign and stuff, I would avoid that type of stuff. But yeah, words is fine. As long as it's not a website, you don't have a .com. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, you should be fine. Um, yeah, you should be fine to put that type of stuff. I went live for the first time and it was a bit overwhelming. TikTok told me to set gift guidelines. Told me to set gift guidelines. Yes. So um, so So okay, let's do this. My newbies, they asked some great questions. I didn't know how to set up a gift guideline. Okay. Um, so when you first start going live, you want to make sure that you first of all have something that you want to discuss with your audience. The first three lives, I tell people all the time, use those first three lives to get a lay of the land. Just understand what's here. Click around, touch things. You can't break anything. The most you're gonna do is end your live by pressing the button up at the top. Okay, that's it. You can't even harm anything. So press around. Those first 3 lives are for that. So you can kind of unlock all the features. So when you are going live, if you click while you're in the live, there's actually an area where you can click to set the gift goal. I think that's what you're asking me. Before you go live, there's another little area on the settings screen. Before you go live, you can press your live goal there and set that up. All right. So you pick gifts, you pin them, or and say how many you want, and you set the gift goal. So play around with the features. There's effects. That's an effect. There's the sound effects. There's different things you can touch and play around with and get familiar with. So start there because that's going to help you understand where things are at. And again, as you unlock more features, the co-host is where you add another person to come live with you. And they're in their room, you're in your room. The guest panels are the boxes that you'll see, or maybe a little box in a corner that, again, that's someone coming up that are in your room. They're already in your room, and you invite them to come up in your box. Okay. You said how many people my first live? 0. My first live. Okay, thanks. So my first live, nobody was there. Like you said, how many goals you want? How you said how many goal you want? How do you set it? Well, I mean, you're gonna click the live goal. I don't have the 3 live goal feature. I don't have that. Some people do. A lot of people do. I just don't have it yet, so it's all good. I'm okay with it. But it is you have 3. If you do have that feature, you can set 3 different goals: small, mid, large. That's the way I would think of it. All right. Um, what things can hurt your views and understanding the algorithm? Um, Meaning, let me finish with my newbie questions because that's a bigger that's a bigger question. Let me finish with the newbie setup stuff, and I'll circle back because I think you're asking something really deep about your algorithm and what can hurt it and stuff. And your algorithm, you want to stay on topic, so you want to train the algorithm. So there's a little bit of that, and then you're talking about restrictions and violations too by saying what can hurt your views. Those are 2 different things. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna circle back to your question though. You said I had 32 viewers for my first live. That's not bad. That's growth, friend. I got lucky. I had 3 people. Did you, Roxy? All right. Thank you all for coming in. E-Nurse, how you doing, friend? Super fan E-Nurse. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Um, how do you schedule a live time? That's called a live event. So that's under the live center or on your main screen. If you click live, you can schedule live events from your main screen as well, from your profile page. But under the live center is where I would tell new people to go. Um, I knew this is how to make money. You do make money as a live host because of the gifting and engagement that happens in your live. So yes. So this is a way to monetize. This is actually the first way to monetize on TikTok because TikTok will give you live access pretty early on. Nika Grace, look at you, the glowing jellyfish. I was like, what is that? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, there we go. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. Hello from San Antonio. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. The glowing jellyfish. I don't know if I've ever gotten that before. I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever gotten it. Have I? I don't think so. You said how to give the jellyfish. You said how to give the jellyfish. Well, the jellyfish is in the gift. So do you guys see the gift box? You would click that and there's all the gifting. You gotta have coins in your account to engage in gift, okay? So you gotta have coins in your account and then you can send gifts based on that. I'm gonna talk about engagement and gifting in a second because I want you guys to understand the rules of engagement, but also how you can, do it in a way that is gonna help you grow. Okay, so that's the way I want you guys to learn. I don't want you to do things just, oh, I didn't know I was doing this way. I want you guys to manage how you do things. Okay, you said that's so beautiful, bestie. Yes. At what point do you qualify to go live? Typically you get live access with 50 followers in that blue engagement box you have. I would say, She Reigns, you probably have live access already. You should have it. Go to your profile page, click TikTok Studio. Do you see post and live? Click the live side and see if you can go live. It's best to get Heart Me before gifts. Yes, it's best to get Heart Me because the Heart Me is that other box. Thank you, Glenn, for saying that because you definitely want to have the Heart Me. Um, and you should have the heart. Maybe I should say that. It's up to you if you do it or not, but it's how you instantly follow the live host, but you also become part of the fan club. Somebody asked me about the fan club earlier about this symbol, so I want to circle back to that too. I miss View's explanation during your live. You say I miss View's explanation during your live. What views? What? How to get views? Is that what you're saying? I don't think I've said it yet. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. If you are new, put new in the chat. We always want to talk to our new friends too to make sure you're here. And if you have questions, put in the chat. So, what I said earlier was that the first step is those first 3 lives. You got to do 3 lives over the course of 3 separate days. So, day 1, day 2, day 3. Do 3 lives for a total of 30 minutes. So, day 1 could be 10 minutes, day 2 could be 10 minutes, day 3 could be 10 minutes. That's fine. I typically tell people to scaffold it. Maybe you do 10 minutes the first time and do 15 the second time, do 25 the third time. Somebody asked me a while ago, like, how long should you go live? Your live minimum, as you start going live, I tell people at least 30 minutes, but for monetization purposes, you want to go live at least 25 minutes because that is part of the scale live rewards. That's how you get monetized, based on how long you go live, your live duration, as well as how many new followers you get. So those 2 things are factoring in what percentage you will get from the scale live rewards. The most you can make per live is 40%. Throughout the week, you can make up to an additional 13%. That means that you've gone live more than one day, that you've gotten heart meets, the daily heart meets, that's your fan club. Those are active fans, people who have come back to your live and engaged and stuff. TikTok is tracking that as well. So people will talk about their fan club quite a bit. And I want you guys to understand that is a powerful group. Those are the people who have kind of come in and they're supporting you. So you want to pay attention to your fan club. Thank you so much, Fran Rich. 300 hours. Awesome. 300 minutes. I'm sorry. Welcome, Fran. I appreciate that. My day 2 with you. I finally joined the agency as well. Did you really? I'm going to take a look at it, Fran. Give me a second because I'm going to talk about the agency. How do you block people from asking to be in your live? How do you block people from asking? Unfollow them. Block people from asking to be in your live. What do you mean, like in the chat? Were they sending you invites and stuff? Is that what you're asking? Where the little invite messages? Oh, maybe that's it, the co-host messages. And they're asking. You can turn that feature off. You can turn that feature off. So when you are in your live, the interlocking rings is what you're talking about. If I understand your question correctly. When you go live, there's a message that pops up. Somebody did it like 10 minutes ago and I turned it off. I didn't say anything. I just kind of, I said no, I declined it. But you can stop that message from popping up. I don't turn mine off because sometimes I'll let people from the agency request me and I'll answer it. But if you go into your interlocking ring, that's the co-host feature. There's 3 dots in the top right corner. Click those 3 dots, and then there is settings that you can click, and there's a feature where you can say you can turn it on, I believe, where you'll maybe you turn it off, maybe you'll turn it off, where you're accepting invites from people who are not your friends. Okay, so you can turn that off. So just keep that in mind. You can turn it off. Thank you. Always learning something new in here. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, you can turn that feature off. Thank you so much for that. And so, yeah, and yeah, definitely turn it off if especially in the beginning, if that's not what you're trying to do. You're welcome. Okay, guys. So I'm sorry. I didn't have my tea this morning. So back to the new stuff. You said I'm new. Oh, new. You're going to going. Okay, no problem. You're new to going live. Gotcha. Just wanted. I just want people to find me. Okay. All right. I used to get requests all the time. Now it's rare. It is rare. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get them too often. I get them every now and then. Yeah. Thank you. How do you build your live community? Keep going live. So, hey, Sentinel. Okay, so here's the deal, and I'm gonna talk about this fan club now too. Somebody asked, so you asked me how long you go live. I think I answered that question. Let me know if I didn't answer the question the way you had asked it or intended it. But 25 minutes should be what you're working towards, your minimum, okay? Absolute minimum, because you want to make sure you make the most monetization in your life. So that's part of it. You earn 38% with just your duration. The other 2%, remember I said it's a max of 40%. The other 2% comes from how many new followers. Five new followers or more will get you that 2%. So keep that in mind. So you're really kind of paying attention to that. I tell you, get in the habit of doing 30 minutes because again, every 30 minutes or so, you'll see kind of a push of people coming in your room. So you want to kind of get to that point that you're going live at least 30 minutes or more in the beginning. Then you get to the point where you're going an hour. Then you get to the point where you're going an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Then you get to the point where you're doing 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So try to go live as much as possible, as long as possible, especially in the beginning, because you're teaching the algorithm what your topic is about, who you are, what you're sharing. And ideally, people who are searching for that topic will come to your live. In the very beginning of your live, those first, from the moment it starts counting down, when it gets to three, and it's on your screen. It goes three, two, one. At three, you're saying TikTok. You're starting to talk. You're talking slowly. You're talking intentionally. You're saying the words for your live stream. We call those keywords, words that matter to the audience and what people are searching. Okay, so for me, I'm saying TikTok live, live hosts, live streaming, beginners who are nervous, afraid, shy, come in. We're talking about TikTok live. Join me live. We're talking about how to go live. TikTok live. I'm saying those words. Now, I didn't say many sentences, I said a few things, but I'm saying the words that matter to my audience, what people are searching, how people are thinking about as they're scrolling past, stopping in and looking. Okay? So I'm doing that very intentional, and I'm doing that probably for the first minute, not minute, usually like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. People start coming in and I start talking to y'all. So I don't say it long, but I'm teaching the algorithm. I'm teaching the algorithm in an intentional way. So I want you all to understand this is a computer. It's listening to everything you say. And that's what I said. When you say different things, it could get you in trouble, but it also can very much help you. And you're training the algorithm as you're talking, okay? So that's what you're doing. How do you safely extract money from TikTok? You have to do it with a PayPal account. So you have to set up a PayPal account. That's what you would need. So that's how you would have money sent from any earnings to your PayPal. If you're in the U.S., I'm not sure other locations. First time I went 33 hours and even shocked myself, like, how did that even happen? I love that, Holly Q. How did that even happen? I know, we talkers. How many followers do I need to go live? I have an account with no followers. Well, you need at least, I tell people TikTok will start giving access with a minimum of 50 followers. And also a blue box, and how you're engaging also matters in a live, because TikTok sees you actively going to lives and engaging. That helps you get it sooner. This one's actually suspended. Okay. All right. So yeah, you gotta be careful, friend. So you hopefully you put a appeal in, because you got it suspended. So hopefully you did get an appeal. Don't let it just be suspended without appealing it. Okay, I can do that. Yep, perfect. PayPal only. Yep, yep. Thank you so much. Started going, doing that slow talking at the beginning after learning from you. Is it helping, friend? It takes time. I don't want you guys to say, oh, Dr. Lisa told me to do this, and all of a sudden I had 100 people in my room. No, that's not how it works. I got that due to raising. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So hopefully it's not suspended still. Is it banned? The account will hold back. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully you can go live at some point. Let's see. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Um, just wondering what a good subject to go live with is. Something you're interested in, something you're passionate about, something you can talk about and engage with other people about. If you have multiple interests and hobbies, I would tell you, go to the AI, y'all. We don't have to think hard and long about this. put in a couple prompts on chat, Gemini, any of them, and ask, here's some things I'm interested in. I'm thinking about a live topic. I used to share a prompt. I don't, I'm not going to do it today, but I used to share a prompt for my beginners that was really kind of almost a kitchen sink approach, because you want to understand, you want the algorithm to come back with some ideas for you. So here it is in a quick, I'm just going to say it verbally. You guys can catch what I'm saying, make it your own, decide how you want to do it. But I would say, give me 5 examples of a niche topics and my target audience for my TikTok live stream. My target audience, break it down to include the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points for that audience. And include it being based on you being, and you fill in the blanks. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, or I'm an empty nester, I'm retired, whatever stuff you want to put in there about you and what you currently do and don't do. I'm fitness, I enjoy fitness and working out and strength training or riding my bike. Oh, I'm a nutritionist and I eat healthy, and I'm a vegan, or whatever it is about you, put it in there. Maybe it's your occupation. Oh, I'm a wealth manager, I'm a school teacher, I'm a senior executive, whatever it is, you put that in there, and then it'll come back with 5 examples. Okay, so that's something you can do if you're curious about how to do this. You said, say it again so I can make a highlight. You're so funny. You're so funny. So I don't want you probably was serious too. I'll do it one more time if y'all really need me to do it. How do you get people to tap and share without sounding like you're begging them to do so? Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me catch you on a couple of comments. Hey, friend, can you touch on the algorithm trying to build a stronger foundation before going live? Um, I did just touch on the algorithm, technically. You didn't hear me talk about the algorithm. When you start going live, you say the words that matter to your live. You want to make sure that you're saying keywords that matter to your live. When you want to make sure you don't um, say things that are going to confuse the algorithm. You want to make sure that you don't say things that are going to put you in trouble with TikTok. Um, Suspending gifts, they do that. That's a restriction you'll get. You'll get a restriction for follow, where you're just saying, here, do this, do that. Follow me, follow me. I'm being careful about my words because I don't want the algorithm to think I'm telling you to do something. So you just got to be careful about how you say things. Um, you don't want to. I'm trying to think of other restrictions you'll get. Pushing people off the platform where you're saying, go to this page and do this, that, and the other. So again, be careful about how you say things. If you sound like you're directing people to do stuff, that's a problem. If you're educating them, hey guys, here's where you can find my profile up here. My gift gallery is located in that. Also, I have a live goal. I have Service Plus below. I have my super fan. If you guys are interested in any of those things, let me know. I can talk about it. So you can say things like that. You can educate people about what's in your life. You just got to be careful about how you word it and how you say it. I say thanks in advance for tapping up to 10K so we can get started. That's a good one. That's a good one. And so yeah, we got to 100K. Oh, look at us, guys. Look at there. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you all for the support. So, and keep liking the live if you don't mind. So, thank you for that. Appreciate you. But yeah, just be careful about what you're saying. I mean, if you're saying stuff and you get a restriction, go back and look at your recording and don't say it like that again. That's what I would tell you. I always look at my recordings. I go back and say, okay, what did I say? What did I do? I won't do that again. So yeah. For videos, not lives. Well, you know what? Honestly, turn on your content disclosure and your audience control. I don't do video content much. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't talk about video content as much in my live stream. So Yeah, let's stick to lives. If you want to come back at 4 and ask some more questions, the video side I'll talk about a little bit, but I want to stick to lives because people are asking questions surrounding the live stream. So I want to make sure I'm helping my newbies trying to go live. Does it help to tap numerous times during the live? Yes, it helps you and the live host. There are people in the live, Benny, if you want, that do content side. So you definitely want to connect with other creators. Halleck, I know you talk about content. I'm not sure what type of support you're looking for, but definitely connect with other people. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um, tap over again the whole time. Can I run a video through my live? Can you run a video through your live? I think the short answer is yes, you can, but you got to be careful about what you're showing and how you do it. But yes, so yes, you can do it. I've seen people do it. I know you can do it. I do things all the time with my backup account and show video content. I was gonna show. My friend asked about tapping. Let me show this really quickly. I use a tapper, and it taps here. So let me cut it off. This is also in my showcase. So you see up here with the likes, it will start putting a heart at the top. It'll have a line that crawls across, and then it'll track the likes that you've sent. Those likes are telling the algorithm that people are here, they're actively engaging, they're supporting the live stream. So you'll see those likes pop up. As the line crawls across, you see that heart started percolating dots. And then if I cut it off, confetti falls on the screen and shows how many likes were sent. 124 were just sent. Now, as a live host, I can actually see who's liking my live, who is tapping, who's engaging, who shared out the live. You can see this. TikTok is very transparent. TikTok shows information about people who are gifting in terms of how you are supporting the live because you become a title gifter by doing the gift gallery. You are sending gifts for the gift goal. Thank you for sharing the live. And so all that we see, if you're a fan club, you see how people support your fan club too. So that's important. Hello, friend. How you doing, House Fashion 88? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, the tapper. So that's a good way. It helps with the live. And let me say this, you all. As you become live hosts, you want that engagement to happen in your live. You want to encourage people to support your live. There's free support, and then there's support you need coins for. Okay, so you want your audience to be actively engaged. We talked earlier about people who come in and support the live. Thank you for sending that, Rose. Appreciate you. Who come in and support the live, and they got that daily heart me. That daily heart me is how you become a fan club member. And those are people you can track to see how they're supporting your live and constantly engaging over time. They actually even created a new feature where the AI is listening to your fan club and what questions they're asking or what comments they're putting in the chat. And then you can create a tag about that. And then you can actually ask questions of them because it'll say, here's some suggested topics. Ask them this question. And so it's your way to make sure you're cultivating that community. So somebody asked that earlier, like, how do you get a community? How do you build? That's how your fan club is key to your growth. Okay? What's the best time for lives during a weekend? I am thank you so much, friends. I appreciate that. Let's thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. It depends on your audience, it depends on what your topic is. I tell people I don't I don't necessarily say there's a best time per se until you can decide when it's best for you to show up and be consistent. Because let's dissect that a little bit. Beauty, thank you for joining the live. Let's dissect that a little bit. If you're somebody in my live right now and you came to my live, it's your first time here, and if I don't show up at this time all week long, you don't see me again, you're gonna keep scrolling. You're gonna go to the next room. You're gonna go somewhere else. You may never see me again because you're like, oh, I saw her this one Sunday and she was here, but she was never here again. So that means that I need to shift how I'm doing things. Because if you're bouncing around doing different times constantly, you're missing out on building your community. If you are someone who shows up and do these random pop-ups all the time, people who may want to come back and be part of your community, your fan club, they may never do that because they may never show up again because you didn't bounce around so much. So you got to be consistent. You said I'm always consistent. Yeah, I'm consistent. I show up at 10 and 4. Now I'm a little late, y'all. Sometimes, a lot of times, I am late. I do show up sometimes 10 minutes, 15 minutes after. The reason why I do that is because I start on the YT, so I'm co-streaming Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Florida, so 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. In the month of March, I got a 10-day vacation I'm doing, so I'm gonna be a little random. I'm not gonna try to be random. I'm actually gonna either pick the 10 or the 4 o'clock. It just depends on the time difference. But more than likely, maybe the 4 o'clock. I do all of that time period. We'll see. It's gonna be 10 and 4, so we'll see which one. It'll probably only be one a day. Just for that period of time. So I say that to y'all because I don't want y'all to come back and be like, she ain't show up no more. So I'm in Florida as well. Hey neighbor. Hey, welcome to the room. Can you do pop-up lives sometimes? Like sometimes, yes. Sometimes, but don't make that your norm. Just be careful there. Yes, be careful wherever I go. Okay, so my account doesn't get turned over to that time zone or that country. Yeah, I agree. Enjoy yourself. You deserve to stay blessed and happy. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. So the random pop-ups you can do, but try to come up with a schedule. I put my schedule in my bio. I try to make sure that people know that. You can put your schedule in your bio and your time zone, days of the week you go. You can even say random pop-ups if you want to. But my point is the the goal of this is to cultivate your community. Stay consistent. When I say this ain't TV, when I say that as a sticker, this ain't TV, it's not TV, but to a certain extent, we can take lessons from TV. And you guys know your favorite show, even though now you can stream and binge watch stuff, but your favorite show on network television comes on at a certain time, and you make sure you're there for that. So just think about that. That schedule is so important. Okay, that's how you build. And if you're random about this, you're not giving your chance the opportunity. You're not giving yourself the opportunity to build. Be right back. Gonna follow from my unsuspended account. Okay. Okay. Um. Yes, makes sense. Consistency. Yep, that's it. You got to be consistent. So I know that was kind of a non-answer to the question, but I strongly believe in consistency. I'm schedules. I'm trying, but my life is so goofy. You're fine, glam. But yeah, so I just say that all the time. If you are all over the place, you're not going to find your people. People are not going to find you. They're not going to come back because people don't be on this app every day. I mean, some of us do. Some of us are here every day. Some of us are here every day, but not all people. So you got to understand your viewers. Okay. Okay. So when in live, the bottom part of my screen is now covered up. I can't some some of the comments in the feed. You can't see some of the comments in the feed. Um, I'm not sure why that's happening. I think you may need to update your app. You might need to update your app. Go see if there's an app update out there in your app store. You also may need to uninstall and reinstall the app. I'm saying that because I've done it in recent time, and I know that sounds like the nuclear option, like oh my gosh, uninstall and reinstall, but it's fine. It'll be fine. So I strongly believe in uninstalling and reinstalling. If you've been in these streets for a while and you're getting a lot of glitching type things, so I would say do that. So those are the two things I say. Hello, how you doing, lovely? Thank you, Royal, for sharing out the live. Royal Remy, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you all. Speaking of schedule, gotta go live at noon. See you all later. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Keep us posted. Great job lately, friend. Yes, I took down a couple people's times yesterday and joined a few community lives. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Nika, you got your eyeballs. Because uninstall and reinstall. I see you. You better uninstall and reinstall. I think it's time, friend. My thing is find a time that doesn't clash with others. Yes. No. 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 33 shares. Look at you. Oh, three. Oh, me. Three. Yes, 344 shares, y'all. Thank you so much for that. Nola, no, that's not how we operate. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to say. I'm gonna this is in response. This is in response to what Nola just said. You know, she doesn't want to clash with other people, and I get it. Sometimes you want to. Yes, 8 million live hosts. It is 8 million live hosts. Yeah, I know. Sometimes we're like, oh, I want to go to other people's lives. I'm gonna assume that's the way you took it. That's the way you made that comment. Like, oh, this person go live when I was thinking of going live. I want to go to their live, so I want to be there. That's fine-ish. It's fine-ish. I don't think you should think that way. At the end of the day, a couple things, and this might be that algorithm question too that somebody asked. It's an extension to the algorithm question. Um, TikTok will send you people who are interested. I mean, you'll see people in your feed, you'll see people in your bubble that you follow, and you now got a notification of when they go live. You'll see people in your feed who you're following, maybe even your For You feed, based on people you are interested in seeing, topics that you've been searching, maybe content you've been watching a lot of. So you'll start getting those notifications, or at least they'll show up in your feed. It will make you think, if you're really honing in on your topic the right way, it will make you think that everybody on this app is doing exactly what you're doing. Everybody is a knitter, everybody's a makeup artist, everybody's a crocheter, everybody is doing TikTok tips. That is not the case. There's 170 million people on this app, and there's 8 million people who actually actively go live. So at the end of the day, there's no way you really are the you know only person doing this, or people are doing only what you do. So go live first of all at a time that's convenient for you, that you can be consistent. That's number one. Pick a time that works for you. If that clashes with other people, that's fine. But guess what? There are people who are going to come to your live because of you, what you're sharing, what you're offering, what you're doing, because they want to engage with you, not other people. There are people who joined my live today that came because of me. Now, granted, we know there's other live hosts and live coaches and sharing tips and strategies. But at the end of the day, y'all came because y'all was like, oh, I want to listen to Doc. I want to hear what she has to offer, how she says it. I love her style. I love her energy. I love her calm demeanor. I get that all the time. So just know people are going to come for you. So in the meantime, go live, be consistent, grow your community, and don't worry about what other people are doing. All right? Let me know if you understand that, friends. That was eye-opening for me and helped me move forward. Love that. I appreciate you, friend. How you doing, Kim? Yes, it is, but I keep coming back. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. There is no competition on TikTok as all have a unique voice with their own people who resonate with us. Yes. Thank you, Nika. That is exactly it. And I tell you guys, I need to do a sticker for this one. Comparison is the thief of all joy. You either, if you're comparing yourself to your last live, if you're comparing yourself to other creators, you are doing yourself a disservice. All right? I'm not telling you not to look at your analytics. I'm not telling you to pay attention to how you're performing and your numbers and stuff. I'm not even telling you not to look at other people, because sometimes they drop some gems or have lighting or other things that you can take away and say, "Oh, let me do that now." That's totally fine, but do not compare yourself. Do not, because that will stop you. That will get in your head, and all of a sudden you're stopping. I went to a live a long time ago. I say now, I use this story because it stuck with me, and I use it as an example. And I'm gonna tell you guys this story because it could have been, I could have been a weak-minded person, and I came to my live and I was like, "Look here, here's what happened to me, y'all." So, you said that's the one of the devil's favorite tools. It is. It is that comparison. Ooh, ooh, and I don't let people get in my head that way. I don't do it. Yes, I do not do it. I always try to improve my lives. That's it. You got to improve. You're working to improve. Your life is your life. This is your journey. and you are enhancing every step of the way. You don't have to have it perfect. I tell you guys, it's not such thing as perfect. In this live, I'm gonna critique my own self. I was like, oh, there were so many comments that came in. I'm about to get back into reading the comment shape because I feel like I'm out of shape. I used to be able to really go through the chat really fast, but now I feel like I'm out of shape. So that's fine because now I'm getting back to this. So this is good. I'm getting back to my room is starting to get more viewership. So I'm really starting to get back used to this. And I may have to tweak a little bit more with getting more mods and stuff like that. That's not something I've done in the past, but now I may be there now. When I was single, I had to constantly remind myself to be content with me. Yes, yes, you have to. Yeah, yeah. And again, this space here will play mind games on you. You will always, always be feeling like, oh, why aren't I doing? Why don't I have enough people in my room? Why aren't people engaged in my life? Because once you start getting the people, then you're like, okay, well, why aren't they getting supporting my live goal? Why they aren't doing these other things? You're always doing that, and at the end of the day, it will happen. Things will improve. It will get better. You just keep showing up, okay? And people will get to know how to engage, and you'll figure out other things you could be saying and doing. Yeah. Yes, the chat be chat. Yeah, I know it was chat. So here's that story that happened to me. This incident happened to me. It was last summer. It was during Community Fest. So you guys, you'll know Community Fest. It happens in June and July. You'll know all about it because it's a big to do. And as live host, if you're going live, you want to participate in it because it gives you more visibility. It's going to help you have more exposure. Community Fest is one of those big events for TikTok. Okay. I promise I felt maybe I'm too young because of so many people keep commenting on my age group. Oh no, you're fine. You're over 18, aren't you? Just asking. You are over 18, ain't you? You gotta be over 18. If you're not over 18, then now we got a conversation we gotta have. So yes, I said I'm mature. Yes, that's why I'm here and staying focused. I may take it and leave it. Yes. Nola, answer my question. No, you are over 18, aren't you? You said, yes, I'm 35. Okay, just check. I was like, wait a minute. Because you got to be 18 or older to go live and get gifting from your live stream. So I want to make sure you are of age. So you're a good friend. Um, and so, okay. When I say when I was going to these lives doing Live Fest, I came across it could have, let's fill in the blank. It could have been somebody like y'all in the room. I see you guys, I'm connected with you all. Somebody I was connected with in my live stream, and I saw in my inbox they were live. When it's two bubbles there, they're either live with guests because we're doing Community Fest, and Community Fest, a lot of people will battle. So I'm thinking like maybe they're in there for a battle. I'm gonna go in her room and support. So I saw where she was live and she was with somebody in somebody else's room or some other bubble with her. So I went there. Ego Nation, how you doing, friend? I went into the room and it turned out she was in someone else's room, someone else's live, and she was in a box. So I'm a viewer, and it wasn't a lot of people in the room. It was like maybe 10 people in the room at most. And I'm in the chat. I was like, hey, and I sent her a gift. I didn't send the live host a gift as of yet. I was about to, but I wanted to make sure I sent her something because I'm thinking this is part of Community Fest. I want to make sure she gets a little bit of support. The guy. So long story short, let me put a plug in this because I don't want to give this too much time. He was a jerk. Let me just say that he was a jerk. I'll use that word because that's not a bad word or a word that'll get me in trouble. So because he was that, I really knew pretty quickly I was not going to support him. I hadn't even followed him. That's how much I realized. I was like, oh, this is bad behavior. Yes, you support. Stay blessed and happy. Thank you so much, Rich. Appreciate you, friend. And so I was like, oh, he's practicing some real bad behavior here because he was like, well, who are you? And he's talking to me in the chat because I was like, oh, I just walked into something. So he made a comment like, oh, you're launch your income. You do live coaching. What makes you a live coach? You're not like, and then he name dropped some of the bigger name creators. We know these are influencers. They got almost 1 million followers, definitely over 500,000 followers. Really big people. I know them because they're in my algorithm. I know who they are. And so he name dropped, and I was like, oh. He tried to make it seem like I can't do this because they do it. Like, for some reason, I'm not capable of doing this. So when I came back to my live, I made sure I said this story, and I gave a longer version of the story. But I said the story as an example, like, hey, don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. At the end of the day, we all started somewhere and we're all growing. And just because other people do this doesn't mean you can't do it. All right? And for long story short, I don't want you guys to do the comparison because I don't compare myself to them because I know I'm different from them. And if people choose to compare me to them, that's their prerogative. But at the end of the day, I don't do it. Okay? So when I say comparison is the thief of all joy, I don't let that steal my joy. I don't do the comparison. I stay in my lane, I stay focused, and I support people. And I hopefully you guys can do the same. I know it's hard and it's challenging, but don't let other people put you in a box. All right? Don't let them put you in a box. That's not what you're doing. You're going above and beyond that box. And that's what we're doing. Okay? That's how my last account got suspended into 2035. What happened? What happened? What happened to your account? Right, love you. I appreciate you, friend Nelly. Yes, that's exactly right. Stand firm in that. Yes, wow. Do you make your own stickers? Actually, my sticker person is right above you, Nika Grace. Nika Grace, she used Chat GPT if I'm not mistaken for many of the stickers, and then my son did some of the stickers too, depending on what stickers you're looking at. Um, yeah, she's not playing. Um, so what? So what I will say, guys, this is what this is all about. You don't want to be comparing yourself. When live where you can hold on one second. Let's see. I told them what's up in 2024. That's how I got suspended into 20 to 35. I bullied Mac. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. When you said when live, where can you see all people currently in the room in real time? Is it swipe? No, you have to click the. There's two numbers you're talking about. The people who have tapped to come in my live, who are actively in my room, is right here. The views that I've got is when you swipe and you see the total views of people who have come through this live. Those are two different numbers. And so I know somebody earlier mentioned their views was like 35. I'm assuming I'm assuming maybe it was this number, but they said it was their first live. So now I'm thinking it's the total number. It was the swipe number, the views that they had. Um, as a new live host, your very first live, you do not get pushed out a lot. So that's why you want to be consistent and keep showing up because you get pushed out more. You want to make sure your app is updated. And then, like I said, if you're seeing glitching, if you're seeing low views and performance and stuff, and you've been at it for a minute, you may get to the point where you have to uninstall and reinstall the app so that it is showing accurate information. So keep that in mind as well. Um, I did not get my tea this morning. I feel really out of sorts, but we'll see. How long does someone experience that dry period? You know what I would tell you? The first 30 days should be a turning point in terms of how things are picking up for you. If it's gone on, honestly, 60, 90 days and you've been doing the same thing in your life, you've been talking, engaging, you've really been training the algorithm, you've been showing up for the most part the same time. I would say there's something else happening. There's a technical issue that's happening. I think I'm at that point. Consistency and engagement. Nika Grace, I think I would tell you there's a technical problem at this point. But, I think there's something to be said about showing up, letting the algorithm get used to you. You're saying a similar message, talking to the same audience. being in, engaging. You've kind of learned some ways to get people to get your fan club and engage back. If it's still going on and you're seeing very low views, it could be something else happening. Maybe you need an app update. Maybe your phone needs to be updated. Maybe you need the latest software. And maybe you might be at the point where you need to uninstall and reinstall the app. Okay? You said the updates, it's the updates, a new app I'm afraid of. Who knows what's there? We have to go with it, y'all. I'm gonna say this. We can't be in a fear mindset. Can't be in a fear mindset. Sometimes you got to do those updates. You got to. Else you're operating with an inferior product. The live stream, the app is not working correctly. It's inferior. So you're not gonna get the best results. You're just not. So I'm gonna say if you are dealing with that, you're gonna have to take the leap. I think that's where you might be at, taking a leap to say, okay, I'm going to update. I'm going to make sure that I have the best product, the best service. Okay, within 30 days, you should see some sort of increase if you are going live regularly. And and when I say go live regularly, I'm almost saying that you're going live almost daily, if not daily. Okay, because if you're somebody who's just going live 2 days a week, 3 days a week, that's not enough. That's not enough time. You're not here enough. People don't know you yet. You haven't built that presence yet. So that's not enough time. I'm talking about the person who's going live at least 5 to 7 days a week. That's what I'm talking about. 30 days makes sense for that person. 60 to 90 days probably makes sense for the next person who's doing this random, I'm showing up when I want to show up. I'm doing 3 to 2 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week. I'm just talking about a couple things and I go live and I get off. That person is a longer runway. You need more time. You're not here enough. And so don't expect for things to get to popping for you because you're not here enough. Yes, I'm at 2 days I lost 10 followers, but they know they needed to exit. That's true. Yeah. AG, how are you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Thank you for the daily heart me. Appreciate you. Hey L, thank you so much for that as well. Okay, yep. Daily for sure, yep. Daily for sure. It matters. It does make a difference. You said, oh, very interesting daily. Yep. So that's what I would tell you. I'm just gonna stand in the furnace and pray. I'm not doing content or keywords properly. Once I get consistent with that, I will reevaluate. Okay. Okay, Nika. I agree. Do your content, do your keywords. I think that's important. That is definitely important. Content matters, you all. I don't ever say content doesn't matter. She's basically trying to put her topic as makeup over 40. She works with helping women 40 and plus with their makeup, and she gives makeup tips. She's actually applying it in her live, and so with that, she's saying, okay, I need to be able to tell the algorithm what I'm doing. I need to show up consistently. I need to make sure that's resonating in my content as well as I'm doing this, and then that will help. And I agree with that. I also say though, I'm saying the software. You got to make sure your product is good. So your live stream matters in terms of the app updates as well as the phone updates. And then, like I said, you might have to do the ultimate if you are not seeing the results. The magic spot lies between content and live. It is the magic spot. She's saying it lies between those two things. So when you are thinking about going live, so let's be real. I'm here talking about TikTok live. If you go to my content and I'm not talking about TikTok live, y'all gonna be like, why is she talking about TikTok live? Why is she telling us this live stuff here, all this stuff here, but it's not nowhere in our content? So you got to make sure that your content and your live stream, what you're talking about here, there's congruency. There's that consistency between the two. Like you gotta be talking about what you talk about in your live. And so you can take clips from here. You can post about it. All that stuff is there for you to do use as well. Thank you. I'll be in class this week. I have to go. Thank you for the support. You're welcome, friend. So yeah. So If you don't have enough content yet, thank you so much for that, Rich. I appreciate you, friend. If you don't have enough content yet, um, start taking clips from your live. That's a good strategy too. If you're new and you're trying to work through your messaging in the beginning where there are not enough people in your room, you can easily take little clips from your live and you can practice it. And you can say, okay, here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about, well, let me do this clip real quick. Okay, let me do this clip. I'm going to do a clip for my agency page. All right, because I don't have enough content over there. I just did a clip earlier in the week. And I was like, oh, so now I need to start taking clips from my live stream and I can download this and put it on the agency page. So that way I have content and I can constantly have some new things I'm sharing. So I haven't talked about the agency yet. I'm just going to do a quick clip video, maybe 15 to 30 seconds, so that I can use this. All right? Give me a second. Give me a second. My voice is not working right. Thank you all. Okay. Okay. I'm Dr. Lisa with Launch Your Income Agency. I'm one of the newer creator network agencies out here on the TikTok streets. Join my live daily where I give tips to go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going to help you grow and build your community and your presence on TikTok. So join my live and get information about how to go live, but also how to apply to my creator network agency, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm going to use that, y'all. I'm going to use that. What's my sound effects? That was good, wasn't it? So I got a clip, y'all. So I'll use that. All right? See, that's content. That's content, y'all. Clip it and post it. That's all I'm going to do. Clip it and post it. I'm here for sister. You said I've joined your fan club a year. Wow. Thank you so much. So my newbies, content. Do clips from your live, okay? I need to do some content for this page. I've been slacking a little bit on this page too. So I'm gonna do some content today as well. And I'm probably gonna do boards. I keep saying I need to do boards, so I'm gonna do that. What's your workflow for clipping and posting content like that? You say great job. Okay, so here, let me show you. I'll show you guys because I know this is when I say clipping. Let me go to my I'm going to go to my other page, my shop page. So, like I said, I've come to the big decision that my podcast will come from my lives instead of separate filming. I'm following you, Hella Q, because I'm trying to figure out the podcast piece too. And you're right. You're right. You're doing it. Your setup is beautiful, the way you have it set up. And so, yeah, just do it that way. And it'll come from your live stream. I think, with some minimal editing, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. You might as well just use it. So, okay. So if you are on your profile page, okay, you're gonna click TikTok Studio. You're gonna go to the live side. I'm gonna scroll down to Tools and Resources. Under Tools Resources is live recording. So I'll use this one here. Right here where the heading is the full live recording. If you click clips and highlights, that's the second arrow. So you want the heading one to get the full recording. TikTok gives you your whole recording. So this is me on the page. I was showing you guys something in my live because I use this always as a show and tell. So I have gone live and I was showing some stuff. So at the very bottom, you can download the whole live. You can trash it, you can share it out, but you can clip it too. So that clip button there is for you. Stop it. The screen protector doesn't like it. Okay, there we go. So you can edit as you see fit. So you guys see me here. So I can take this clip and drag it out or minimize it. And then I can slide it over to other parts too. Okay, and then I can make it bigger. So you can make a clip as whatever you need. So say I did this. Let's make this like a 30-second clip. So it's the first 30 seconds. So say I wanted that part. I did the other way. Okay, say I did it that way. I want that clip. I'm going to hit save. I'm not going to click next. You could click next. Here's the problem with the clicking next. And I'm going to show it to you actually. Learning so much. Thank you. You're welcome. If you clip it, is the full length still available? Yes. Yeah. The full length is there. You could download the full length if you want the whole length that way. My very first live I did, my first couple of lives, are actually on my YouTube page as content. I'm going to hide those soon. I am going to hide them soon because it is my first few lives. But it is there because I downloaded it fully and I was trying to build my YouTube presence up too. I downloaded it fully and then I edited the videos and I made 10-minute clips. I think 2 or 3 videos that were 10-minute videos. And um and I uploaded it into, with the iPhone, iMovies. I uploaded into iMovies and I edited it with iMovies and then I saved it and created it, uploaded it into the YouTube. That's how that happened. So that's how my editing was done. It was done in iMovies and it was done based on my first live. And it was a lot of editing so this was my first live and your girl was saying all the things. So it was not great, but I did do it. Okay, so I did do it, and that's what's on my YouTube now. So I need to pull those videos down because it's not a good representation and showing of what I've learned and what I now do. That was like 9 months ago, but no, it was in January, so it was like 10 months ago. I mean, over a year ago. So yeah, so definitely a different version of me now. And that's what I tell you. The practice makes progress. Not perfect. Practice makes progress. You improve, you get better, you're shining, you're doing well. I'll take those videos down, put some new ones up, and you'll see me a year from now. And I'll be like, it's time for me to take the new videos down. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm going to get better. My content's going to improve. I'm going to become a better version of myself as I do this. So go with it. You can always remove videos, hide them. You can always do that. You're not hurting anything. But just know, as you improve, you'll make those changes. So anyway, so I'm going to show you real quick. If I did, I'm going to do next, just so out of example's sake. It's downloading, it's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. I can do this. Here's why I say don't do it. I'm going to say save this clip. This is going to take a long time. We'll see. I don't think so. Is that 40? Okay, there we go. So now it's here. I don't post directly from here because what it does typically, I'm going to show you. It puts the hashtags in there and it automatically says go live. It does that because that's part of the live incentive program. This clip probably has nothing to do with the live incentive program. And what will happen is I will get an inbox message that says your video is not approved for the live incentive program. It was denied. And because it was denied, those videos, from my opinion, from my experience, tend to get suppressed. They don't get pushed out. So don't do this. Even if you delete it for whatever reason, whenever I delete that go live thing and I take it, it still puts it in there. I don't know why it does that. Still puts it in there. It's almost like it wants it to be that program. Don't do that. Okay? Those videos typically get suppressed, at least from my experience. So I'm going to go back. Okay, so now we're back at the save part. I say save this clip. So it just saved the clip. And where it saved it at is where I'll show you guys. It saved it next to that other highlight. So all your clips are going to save here. So with that clip, what I'm going to tell you to do is once you open up that clip, I'm going to let it save real quick. Let's see. I'm going to go in and back out to it. Okay, so now it's there. So that clip is there. I'm going to tell you to do this. Download it. So I just downloaded it. Uh-oh. Oh, it's asking me to do permission. Did I download it? Hold on, let me make sure I click the right thing. Okay, clip downloaded. Okay, clip downloaded. I think I was trying to trash it by accident. So now it's download to my camera roll. And now because it's download to my camera roll, um, so the video is on my camera roll now. I can now upload it as a regular video. You know what I'm saying? Now you can do regular content with this. So now I can use this for my content. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do with that video. I did the, thank you so much, friend. The video I just did for the agency page. I'm going to go find that clip, go find the clip in this live stream. I'm going to save it. I'm going to section it out and save it. I'm going to download it to my camera roll, save it as a clip, download it, go back to the clip area, click the download option, download it to my camera roll, and then upload it on my agency page as a video. Okay? That's what you're going to want to do because, again, if you don't do it that way, awesome. Thank you so much for the workflow. You're welcome. If you don't do it that way, it'll give you that notification that you're trying to do the incentive program. That's not what you're trying to do. And then also, it allows you to use that video any way you want to use it. All right? When you put it in your camera roll. All right, friends. Let me know if there's questions about that. Great advice. You're welcome, friends. You guys are, hey, I tell you guys and show you guys what I do. And like I said, not that I'm perfect, but I'm trying my best to figure this thing out, and I bring it here to you all. So hopefully I'm saving you guys a little bit of a headache. All right. Um, but let me know if there's other questions. I'm going to get off shortly. Um, been here for 2 hours and 17 minutes. So I'm going to get off shortly. I'll probably take it to 2 hours and a half. So I'll get off in the next 12 minutes or so. Who is going live? And if you've been here with me for a while and I did not answer your question from earlier, let me know if I missed some questions. I know I did. I know I missed some questions. I know I felt like I was a little bit all over the place with beginner tips. I think there's a whole lot of stuff I did not say for beginner tips, but we'll get through it. I'm going live tonight. You going live tonight? Nice, nice, nice. Are you okay, friend? You're good? Went live last week too. You did. So, all right. So content disclosure on. Audience control turned on. Yep, I'm good. All right. So we're gonna turn that on. I will go live. I'm just waiting on the agency to respond. Okay, let me talk about the agency. That's a good segue. Thank you, Nola. Let me check right now. I'll check the system now to see if you are um, approved by TikTok. Not me, by TikTok. So let me talk about the agency. I see your growth, Dr. Lisa, following for a year. Amazing. Thank you so much, Miss K Latte. Miss K Latte, happy early birthday. I'll say this. If I don't get a response today based on my request for your battle, I sent a request for like 3 people. I haven't heard back yet. Um, let's just plan to do a random. Okay? Let's plan to do a random and we'll just start there and see if we can do that. So, but let me know. Thank you. You're welcome. So, 8 p.m. makeup over 40 and testing new makeup. Nice, Nika. Testing new makeup. What's gonna be your look? Daytime, evening look. What we doing today? What theme are you doing? If you were going to the beach, if you're going on a cruise, if you're going on New Year's Eve party, Valentine's Day just passed, but maybe it's another gathering soon. Let us know. No worries. All right, I'll keep you posted. Um, thank you so much. Hey D. Let's see. Let's see. Nola, you apply with 2 different accounts. Your shop account doesn't have live access yet, so that's too new. I won't be able to only can invite one, so I can only invite your one page. Coach Nan, you applied too, so let me check on you as well. Coach Nan, I clicked you first because you were first in there. You are. Looks like it's gonna accept you. I'll keep you posted. Let me check. Okay, it's gonna approve you. Let me send the next step. This account that I'm on. Okay, perfect. Um, okay, so you need to go live on this account more. So I can't accept you yet. Nola, you got to do those first 3 lives. You got to do those first 3 lives, and you got to come up with your schedule that you're going to continue to go live. So message me whatever your schedule is going to be, but do those first 3 lives so that you can get access on this account. On this account you're on. This is the account you want to do it with. Okay. So so that way you can get approved and you continue to go live, friend. So let me talk about the agency. If you're new still in a room, if you're waiting to hear about the agency, let me know if you're interested. Um, I'll just do a really quick overview. But the main thing is that you have to be a live host. You have to be going live um, at least those first 3 lives and then continue to go live. You don't need an agency if you're not planning to go live. So I will say that. No point in signing up for an agency. This is for creators that are looking to be live hosts and grow and monetize under this umbrella of going live. Um, if you are if you are still trying to figure it out, come back, learn, grow, visit live rooms. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer questions. But keep in mind, you want to try to get to a point where you're going live at least 3 times a week, if not more, to build and grow. All right. Again, you don't need an agency if that's not your intent. So the other thing I would say is my agency in particular is for helping you with strategy to go live, helping you understand the platform, monetization strategy, coaching tips and guidance, as well as protection if your account is in violation or at risk of being banned. So those are the things that I offer support with. And then we also talk very much about analytics. We're a data-driven approach, so I want you to look at your numbers. I teach you how to do that, as well as I do one-on-ones to look at your live performance and give you some strategy there as well. So very much hands-on. We do weekly meetings. We're doing our meeting today. We have a standing meeting on Sundays at 6:30. We're going to do that today. We are also going to We also have a school platform where you can go and get information and resources. You can also collaborate and reach out to other creators in the agency, as well as you have group chats here on TikTok where you can post your content and post your live. So really a great agency, an agency of supporters, people who have gone live for quite some time. They've been going live, they're learning and growing. They know how to like your live, share it out, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Best agency on the platform. And so that's what you're getting, and a lot of great people and support. We also understand to get support, you got to be a supporter. You got to go around. You got to interact, engage, and meet and interact with people and build and support them as much as you want people to support you. So I tell you guys all the time, TikTok is an engagement app first. The goal is that people are engaging your content, come to your live, engaging your content, your live stream, and then in turn you do the same. All right. So just keep that in mind. You're building your community based on your topic, based on your interest. And then ultimately, people who are interested in your topic have the same interests. Hopefully, they will meet you and engage with you and come to your live. All right. So that's the goal. That's what's happening here. Let me know if you have any other questions. When it comes to the agency, you can apply. I'm going to pin my Service Plus, so you can message me here and say you're interested in the agency. So if you're interested in the agency, message me here. If you want one-on-one support, if you want coaching support, I have coaching packages. I do one-on-one consultations that you can book. That's all available to you. If you message me here and say you want the agency, I'll send you the link to the agency as well. You can also go to my bio, my photo here, click it once. It will take you to my, if you click my photo again, once it pops up, it'll take you to my main page. And my main page is the agency as well. So that's what I was about to say, the agency's page. I'll say hello in the chat. Let me say hello in the chat for the agency page. And you guys can also connect with me. Follow the agency page. Okay, so this is the agency's page. And so you guys can connect with this account if you are interested in going to the getting joining the agency, you want to connect with this account. But also in the bio for this account is the stand store. The very first thing in the stand is the application to the agency. Free program is 100% free program. You said you messaged me. Okay, perfect, Nika. And so go there to apply, and that's how you would apply to the agency. Okay, friends. All right. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. Really quickly, let me put a pin in the agency stuff. What it stands for? It's a web. It's a third party um, platform for you to have a paywall where you have your digital products, your services, all that is in Stan. It's comparative to like Beacon, Go High Level. So it's like a web page, but it's specific for your products that you want to promote and sell. It has a paywall behind it as well, so people can sign up and send. You can do freebies, you can do that type of stuff as well. It's free products as well as paid products. Okay. And so my coaching program, I kind of go through that because people are here trying to figure out how to do digital marketing, how to promote and set up their services, how to think about their audience. And so I have a whole strategy that I go through to support you in that too. So just know there's a lot of support you can get if you're looking to do digital marketing also. Thank you, Nika Grace. Appreciate you, friend. Um, so let me know if there's any questions. Brittany, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Others that are coming in, I think I saw Elle fly back in. Thank you so much, friends. I'm gonna get off. We've done 2.5 hours almost. I'm down to my last few minutes actually. And so if you are going live, put that in the chat so we can see. Nika says she's going live at 8 p.m. Eastern. She does makeup tips over 40. So she's going live tonight. Anybody else going live that would like to share with the people who are here, feel free to put that in as well into the chat so people can see it. Hey, Mr. Cheetah, thank you for that daily heartbeat. Thank you so much. Did I get the flash code today? Why do I feel like I got it? I don't think I got it today. Huh. 4 and 9 p.m. L. Oh, you're going live at 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Sunday reset. That's Eastern too, I believe. 4 and 9 p.m. Eastern. That's L. She's doing a Sunday reset. She does the overthinking as well. That's what I was waiting on. Yes, I don't think I got it today. TikTok, don't give it to me now. I'm about to get off TikTok, so it don't matter. I'm about to get off. So yes, awesome. How many times do you say I have to before I join the agency? You need to do those first 3 lives. You need to do those first 3 lives. So today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. And if you come back on Tuesday or Wednesday and say, hey, I've done my 3 lives, got it down, come back and ask questions, share your live with me, let me know you've gone live, that type of stuff too. I'll pop in if I can. And so, yeah, so do your lives, get going, and let me know if you have any questions along the way. And then since you've applied already, I should be able to go in and accept you before it expires, like on Wednesday. So we'll just have to delay it a few more days. All right. Any other questions, friends? I'll be back at 4 o'clock today and answering questions. We'll talk to some of my new friends. Hello, friends. We'll talk to some new friends and get them going. Hey, Luna. Thank you so much, Luna. I'm about to get off. Hey, Doc Duchess. How are you, friend? You know, TikTok will send people into your room when you're saying you're about to get off. So just know that that's the TikTok tactic. I'll meet you here hopefully on time. Okay, appreciate it, friend. My 4 o'clock, I'm usually like 4:10, 4:15. So it's sometimes, a lot of times it's me because I start on the YT first. So I'm over there first. But yeah, so feel free to join me though. All right, my dear friends, make sure you collect your points. Get any points that you have up here. Make sure you claim those points. You said, oh, you're on BT time. So what is that BT? BPT. Oh, Black People Time. That's what it means. I got you, Fred. So claim your points. You got points if you click the daily heartbeat up here. 400 minutes. Look at your friend. Awesome. Thank you for that. So claim your points up here. And then thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, the stickers, all the engagement. I so appreciate you all. Nika, what did you say? I was 300 yesterday. Oh Lord, TikTok. That clock is moving fast. Like Allah always says, Indian time when he is late, does he? How do you get the sound effects? It's in the banner. When you go live, you'll see all this because you're gonna play around with the features. You're gonna click that little wand and just play around with stuff. Yep. So that's how you'll do it, especially in the beginning. Yep, that's where it's at. All right, my friends, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys back at 4. Thank you for all the engagement, the gifting, and remember, practice makes progress. All right, take care, friends. Bye bye. You're the best. Thank you so much, friend. Take care. All right, my YT folks. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the support. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate the support. We are talking all things going live, so thank you so much for being here. I'm going to get off in a second. Um, Thank you so much, Idea Barista. I didn't know if that was you here. Appreciate your friend. I will see you later, okay? Bye bye.